Well, coming up to today's show, as I said, we've got all the greatest hits of... the
greatest hits?
No, you see...
No, that is what you said.
Now, I was going to say that there'd be no swearing on today's show. There was a lot... No, there's going to be none at all. No profanity or filth or anything like that on today's show. What? There was too much last week, and it's got to be stopped, seriously. What, the boss, was it? Is he really nobbling you? No, higher authority than him. Really? Yeah. What, the radio authority? No. They've been on to you? I'll tell you, the reason is because you were just pushing it to last night. I'm not surprised at it. It was my mum. I've got to stop swearing. Well, it was her birthday, and I phoned her in the week, and she launched straight into it. I was well, listen to this. You taped your mum? Yeah, listen.
Yep.
Happy birthday.
Oh, do you know you don't have to go far on your radio, don't you?
What?
Your language, my son.
What?
Well, arse and piss and C-T...
I didn't say it. Yeah, no, it's all bleeps out. It's all electronically, cleaned up.
Yeah, I know. You take it steady. I didn't bring you up that way.
Yeah, well, I got it from you. You used to F and C all over the place when I was little.
No, I didn't.
Well, you used to come in with a bottle of gin in one hand and a cigar in the other.
You lying kid.
Yeah, no. Yeah. From a bingo, right? You used to come in with a vicar.
Yeah.
Nicky's sherry. You used to come in, effing and blinding. You know, I'm 5 years old. How am I meant to be?
You lying toad. You lying toad.
How old are you?
73.
73.
And I used to correct you in every way you spoke.
Yeah.
You didn't learn a lot. You got a real old Berkshire accent.
Well, yeah, I wonder where that came from.
And that other bloke, tell him your handle is Ricky.
Why? What's the matter?
And it's not Gervais, it's Gervais. So correct him when he's on the radio.
Yeah.
Your handle is Ricky.
Yeah. Do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping this.
Oh, you ain't.
Yeah.
He said, do you want to give him a message? Because I'm taping it.
Faith No More from out of nowhere on XFM 104.9. Well. Yeah. Pathetic. What?
Gervais? Oh, it's got to be Ricky Gervais. My mummy says it's got to be Ricky Gervais.
You don't want to get on the wrong side of her.
Don't call me Gervais anymore. It's Ricky Gervais.
Honestly, you don't want to wind her up.
What's all that nonsense about handle? Your handle is Ricky Gervais. What handle? What's she talking about?
She was into CB, wasn't she?
What?
Yeah. She was not younger then. She was about 60. Right. When it was at its peak, and she used to go around, you know, things like, I'm in the land of the brain buttles, I'll be at eyeball, pregnant roller skate, all that sort of stuff. I don't know what she was talking about. I'm in the pub, right? She used to have a gang.
What, your mum?
Yeah, used to have, they're called the backyardies. They used to come out and, you know, be in the garden. Right. You know, doing a bit of gardening and sort of crazy paving. Right. Yeah, help me with that rockery, Lil Chill. That was her name.
Chill.
Yeah, it was next door. Her name was Lil, and she married Mr. Chill, so she was Lil Chill. Yeah, honestly, you don't want to wind her up. We've got an ad break, then Radiohead, and then the second half of the call. It gets you know why I'm scared of her after this. XFM. Yeah, I was funny, right? Because I was in Crowley's show earlier. Gary Crowley. Have you heard of Gary Crowley?
I don't know whether I have or not.
Gary Crowley's a DJ.
Oh.
You better say yes, you have, because he's going to listen to this.
I've heard of him, yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of him?
Not bad.
Oh.
But listen, we've taped all your last 3 weeks. I'm just going to send it to Larry today.
Yeah.
For him to hear.
Good.
You go careful. You don't have to go near the bone.
I bet you can't wait. You don't believe I'm going to play this, do you?
Not if there's any swearing on there, you better not.
Well, you wouldn't swear, would you?
No. I never taught you to swear anyway. I used to correct you in everything you said and done. Yeah. Even to the teas in the water. You remember? And the teas in the butter.
You've never had water?
No.
Unless it's mixed in with beer?
No.
Remember when you taught me to do the dustman's blow when you hold one nostril and blow it all out the others?
You filthy animal.
You taught me that.
I did not.
You used to come in and you used to, if I was naughty, you used to gob at me.
Ian, I'm talking filthy. You know I couldn't do that because things like that makes me sick anyway. Yeah,
I can't wait to play this on Sunday.
No, and I won't wait to get up there and get you.
Do us an ident. Say, Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
Ricky Gervais is my son on XFM.
104.9.
104.9?
Yeah. That's it.
I think that's a nice Berkshire accent.
Yeah. Yeah. Right, okay then, 73.
Yeah, don't tell everybody. They all want to join in.
Yeah. All right then. Well, I'll,
Right.
73.
And you go careful what you're saying.
All right then.
Right.
See you later.
Cheerio.
Bye. So, no swearing, Steve, yeah?
I can't believe you're scared of your mum.
I'm not scared of my mum.
You're scared of your mum.
And you said I was drinking last night on the show. Last time. I wasn't.
No, you weren't. Well, you might not have been drinking. You were smoking.
Oh, she knows I don't smoke.
Well, no, she knows you don't smoke cigarettes.
You don't know her, Steve.
Hey, and what about does she know about the steroids? Hey, I mean, how do you explain that physique when you go around to see her?
She just thinks I work out a lot.
Well, it just seems to me, Gervais, that, no swearing on the Ricky Gervais Show. I mean, that's what's made our name. That's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
I mean...
Butter, it is. There's 2 T's in butter.
It just seems to me, Gervais, that you're compromising the show. You're compromising the show.
I wouldn't compromise the show just when my mum's listening. It's Kenny Rogers.
Seriously, what about this?
We're not going to sort that out today.
Idiot abroad. Fool's gold. I give you $1 million to spend, and you've got 1 year to make $2 million.
I've got to double $1 million.
Yeah. You can gamble, you can put it all on a horse, or you can put a little bit on a horse. You go to Dragon's Den. You go, look, I've got an idea. Clippable mug. What about the tie with, you can carry scissors in and stuff?
That's already out there.
Is it? What was the first thing you do with that? If I said you've got a year to make 1 million and you've got this $1 million.
Just do loads of stuff.
Well then, go on then. What's the first thought? What you do?
Antiques and buy antiques, flog them on, art. Right. I buy a house in Bulgaria.
What do you know about
Whoa. You're going to buy a house in Bulgaria. That's your first thought. How much is the house in Bulgaria?
100 grand.
Right, how much do you want to sell it for?
I'm going to sell it for 200, I'm going to do it all.
You're going to double your money on a house within a year?
Easy.
You've got to make 130.
Oh, I'm spinning plates here. This is
Go on, what else
So you've got to keep flying to Bulgaria to check on the
I've got the local builders on it.
Right. In Bulgaria?
Yeah, plate spinning.
Right.
Antiques on the go. I'm buying scratch cards.
You're buying scratch cards?
I buy a load of scratch cards.
How many?
5,000 scratch cards.
Right.
I'd have some kids doing that. I'd say, right, you can have a £5.
You're giving it to...
I haven't got time. I'm giving it them to do.
This is the worst idea I've ever heard. My million's gone, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, it hasn't. It hasn't. If you've got money, you make money. That's a fact.
Where is Bulgaria?
It's somewhere. I know Bulgaria is good for property. I've seen a lot of property programmes.
That's what
Belgravia?
I do. I just watch...
No. There's a lot of things that you can do with property, antiques. I'm buying classic cars and doing them up.
So you're doubling your money on a classic car in a year?
Yeah, but I've made stuff. I've made inventions.
What have you done?
I do the Dragon's Den. Like you say, the clippable mat idea. You have your cup there, but look at that saucer. Every time I have a little bit of tea, I'm talking to you, I've got to go like that. I've got to look exactly where I'm putting it again.
Right.
The clippable mat is stuck on. It's attached to it at all times.
That's ridiculous.
How's it going? And if I want, I don't have to put it down there, I can put it down there. I'm not limited as to the surface that I can put it on. It's attached. It's washerproof. Dishwasher-proof. It's an idea.
I'm out.
This is good. Cools you down. That's going to give you a headache, not get rid of one. Look how complicated it is just for a toilet. You have the skill of Bill Gates. Just have a shit. You can't do any of that. Can't do that stuff. But it's a robot. It's a crisp picker-upper. If you want some crisp but you don't want to get crisps on your hands, you use a crisp picker-upper.
I like the fact that you've got a bit of a rebellious streak in you sometimes. You go off-road. And I called you when you were in Japan, and you dropped this bombshell that you've finally decided the one thing you want to do before you die. And that was to invent something. And you said it's because you wanted to leave a legacy, which I thought was brilliant.
Well, just because you're dead longer than you're alive, aren't you?
OK.
I'm coming up with stuff all the time. That's why I think this is my strength that hasn't been used yet. I can't do this sort of thing, really, this sort of job of being on the telly. Look at Dyson. It's only a vacuum cleaner, yet he's up there with Einstein and everything. He's well rated, just for a vac. And I reckon I can come up with something better than that. It doesn't have to be a cure for cancer. I'm not going to come up with that. All I can do is come up with something that I needed at the time and that I think other people will go, do you know what, that's a bloody good invention.
So something that benefits mankind?
Yes.
OK.
He pitched me the idea over the phone, and I said, I'm out.
OK, well, pitch it to me now, then.
Right. In Japan, they don't have these...
You mean they don't have...
chairs.
They don't have chairs?
Yeah, of course they have chairs.
You try finding one. Sit on the floor all the time. When you go in a restaurant, you sit down cross-legged. You get a flat arse and your legs ache.
Yep.
Right?
So you've invented what?
It's the Pilko pump pant.
I'm sorry, the Pilko pump pant.
It's a pair of pants with a cushion built in the arse. The inflatable pant stops your arse from getting wet. For men or women. Do you know the thing you put on your neck when you're on long flights?
Yeah.
I've used that. That isn't how the finished thing would look when I make it. You know, this is a prototype. Pilko pant.
Excellent.
I sold some on a shopping channel. You're slagging them off, you're saying I'm out. Watch this.
But this is the lovely man I was talking about. It is our lovely Karl to bring you some trousers.
All right, how's it going?
Hello.
Good one, good one. Morning, everyone. Hope you're well. It's the pants we're selling today. Look at that. Not bad, that, is it? You've come on the telly to flog me a pair of pants. We know about pants. We've seen pants before. You haven't, have you? You haven't seen these pants. It's that bit there, that's the seller. That's what we're here for. That's what we're talking about. It's the Pilko pump pant. The way it works is you've got a big zip, a good quality zip. Look at that. Doesn't stick. It's a quality zip. Doesn't stick. Quality zip. All right? Open it. There it is. There's the cushion. You might have one of these already. Shove it in there. You know you're going to be sat down for a while. You're waiting for that order of the sofa. You're waiting at the bus stop. You haven't got a seat because the queue's big. The buses are delayed. Where you're going to sit. But the beauty is you can sit where you want. Sit on concrete. Sit on the road. Not on the road. That's dangerous. Sit on the pavement. Sit on grass. How good is that? And there's only 15 pairs available. 15 pairs in the whole world. Do you want to be one of the 15?
Still 15 left.
To have the Pilko pump pant.
Look at him. Look at him in them.
There you go.
It's terrible.
Show you how easy it is again.
It looks like some sort of medical procedure, doesn't it?
That's what people would think if they saw you walking in.
They think that you think you've had your arse removed.
Get rid of that. Look at that for a pocket. Look at that. Like I say, we're carrying more and more stuff around with us.
Think of carrying stuff in that.
Your arse rattling around with stuff, mobile phones,
football,
laptops, iPads, all that lot.
Fruit.
Look at that. Look at the size of that.
Who's
pocket.
putting a laptop in their arse?
Bread. You nip out to the shop.
Milk, loaf, bread.
You don't buy a carrier bag. They're charging you 5 pence a bag at the moment at the supermarket.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying a bag. You just turn round at the cash point, stick your milk in there, stick your bread in there, off you go. A big, big pocket. You've got this. Health and safety these days. You've got that in there. You like a walk. Maybe buy some for your young kid. You're walking by the canal. He falls in. Is he a good swimmer? I don't know. You tell me. But if he falls in, he's got something to keep him buoyant.
Upside down like that. He's like that. He's drowning.
Like
it might be
corpse.
I'm just saying the possibility that it could help you out if you fall in a canal, a lake, a river. Anything else? Anything else goes? Hang on, let's see how the orders are going. Have we had anyone calling in yet? 2 people on the phone. What do they want? Do they want to talk to me, or is that just... They've gone. We've sold them. Job done. Brilliant. Cheers for that, everyone. These are how they look in real life.
This is the Pilky pump pant.
Pilko pump pant.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, it looks ridiculous. It does look ridiculous.
So does most fashion these days.
Okay, no, good, yeah, no, yeah, if it was... Yeah, no, you're right, yeah, it's all
Sit
arbitrary,
down.
yeah.
Well, why sit
Well, here's the chair, you don't need a chair. That's doubled up. You must be too comfortable. Sit on the floor.
All right.
Sit on the floor there, because that would be...
And I suppose particularly useful if you've had a finger up the arse.
Right, there you go. So...
Right.
Yeah.
Dead comfy.
Yeah.
Really comfy.
Karl, can you go and bring me my sort of bread and milk and stuff that
Have you got 5 pence for a carry bag?
I haven't, no.
Well, I haven't. Hang on, don't worry about that. See you in a minute. What did you want? Bread and milk?
Some groceries, yeah.
Look, imagine walking down the street wearing that.
Absolutely ridiculous. Carl, it looks fucking ridiculous.
He doesn't know.
It does. It looks
like that.
No one will walk down the street like that.
Hang on.
Hold on, Carl. I bought you
No, look.
Carl.
There's no restrictions.
I've bought you a couple of cups and saucers. Yeah. Can you take? I bought you these for you.
Got a bag?
I haven't got a bag. No, just pop them in there.
Pop them in.
Yeah.
You see,
Yeah, just. Oh, well, can you?
shove them in.
Yeah, just put them in there. There you go. Sorry, safe. Good. They're safe for that. Yeah. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah. Good.
Run for the bus, mate.
Quick. Quick. Suzanne's at home. Oh, here comes Carl.
Here comes Carl with our new crockery.
Honestly, that isn't pulling me down or anything. That is fine.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
No, well, you'd bubble wrap them normally, wouldn't you?
Oh, God!
Unbelievable.
Hey, Outcast on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais, Steve Merchant, Karl Pilkington. You alright, Karl?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Just, when you were talking just now about, like the gay stuff.
Yeah.
Right, I don't know if you saw, the thing the other week about the fella who's on that quiz show.
Oh.
Sort of...
Oh, right, okay.
Gay
Who?
fella, straight, sort of man, woman.
What are you talking about? Tell me what did you see? Tell me what you saw.
It's,
This is like a kid come running in, and he's seeing something frightening. It could be an alien, could be a ghost, could be a paedophile, and you've got to get exactly what actually saw out of him. Right, what did you actually see?
It's just this fella who's a woman.
Right. Right, okay, right, try and talk like a human being. Right.
It's a quiz show that's coming on the telly. And, it's this woman.
Right, is it a fella who's a woman, or is it a woman?
Bit of both, that's why I'm talking about it.
But what do you mean? Is it a pre-op? Is it a transsexual, a transvestite? Is it a ladyboy? Is it an hermaphrodite? What is
I'll tell you
it?
about it.
Well, tell me.
I'm telling you. It's a woman. Well, it's a man.
Oh, forget it.
Listen.
Play a record.
No, listen.
Come on.
What?
It is a man. He is a man. Well...
Oh, Christ's sake!
It's a TV programme where they've got this...
Transvestite or television?
It is a transvestite, yeah.
So
but the problem is... I'll tell you, just because you don't know about it, the programme is...
I don't know, I still don't know about it. I don't know anything about it still. I don't know. It's a woman, man, woman, TV programme, look, TV.
No, it's a man who is now sort of half a woman. And...
A man who is now half a woman!
No, well, this is what's weird about it. He's got the top half, but not the bottom half.
What do you mean? He's got breasts and a wig? But he's still got his boys downstairs.
Why do you do that?
His caps and the boys are still there in his Y fronts.
Why
but
that?
upstairs, he's got a lovely pair of dumplings.
Why do that?
Well, he's halfway through.
But why not get it all done in one go?
Maybe he couldn't afford it.
Well, wait until you've got all the money. That just looks a mess. And who's he pleasing there?
Well, he wakes up in the morning and pleases himself. He can't believe his luck. He doesn't know where to start.
No, but what I don't understand, I mean, you know, I don't want to see him...
Well, can I just finish that sentence? What you don't understand is just about everything.
Yeah.
Right, what...
I find it weird, right? I sort of get... I understand the gay thing, right? But...
Do you? What do you mean?
Well, you know, I know...
Well, tell me the gay thing. Explain the gay thing.
I just know if you're a fella, you like men. I don't know much more than that.
What do you mean you don't know?
But what I mean is, with a transvestite, what's going on there? What do they want?
Now, transvestite is a cross-dresser.
See, I don't get that either. Because...
You mean a transsexual?
That's a man who likes to dress in women's clothing. It's not necessarily... They're not necessarily gay.
They're not gay. They're often not gay.
They just happen to like wearing women's clothes.
Right, yeah.
But then why not wear women's clothes that could be seen as a bloke's... Like Suzanne wears jeans.
No, but they... Yeah,
just
but that's
buy
the
women's
thing.
jeans.
But that's their problem, is it? They like being seen as a woman. They like being seen as a woman. It's not just that it's more comfortable or they'd wear a kilt. They like being seen as a woman. They feel more comfortable.
Alright, and what's the deal with this fella who's got...
We don't know who this fella is.
No, we don't know this man who's half a woman.
He's called Miriam.
Oh, that's helped.
yeah. Brilliant. I love this scientific basis.
No,
So all he's done, he's had the tits done, he's probably had the hormones, probably lived as a woman for a while. The last step, because you can probably reverse the breasts anyway, because they're probably implants and hormonal things, and whereas you chop your knob and boys off, that's, you come back the next day and go, sorry, I didn't mean that, I wanted my ears pierced. It's a bit more of a bigger operation to put them back. So doctors are probably making sure that he's just up to...
if you've had the top half done, you're not going to go back on what you've said.
But no, what's the top half being done? I could get you breast implants, give you a bit of hormonal treatment.
Now that would be a great idea for next week.
and you could reverse it. What you can't do is grow a knob back.
Well, you can. Last week you were talking about growing one on your arm.
Yeah.
We've done that.
So that is possible. But the thing is, the truth of it is, I think I do know about this story. I think it was a television programme called There's Something About Miriam. The conceit of which was that this pre-op transsexual...
So I guessed that right, yeah.
Was masquerading as a woman.
Right.
And various blokes, who didn't realise that this was a man, had to
I've heard
try
about
and seduce her. And when they found out that it was actually a bloke, and a lot of them had kissed her, they refused to let it be shown.
I agree though. That's just terrible.
Yeah.
That's just absurd. But I mean, that's awful. I hated that. Yeah.
So what,
I think it was a Sky One programme. Is there anything other than The Simpsons on Sky One that's worth watching? Have you ever tried to watch that? Have you ever seen Kirsty's home videos?
Yes. Yeah. But it's things like it's dogs on a slide, babies falling over.
Do you know, it's only recently reduced from an hour in length.
Really?
It used to be an hour long, and it was just, if you haven't seen it, it's just like camcorder footage, like
Do you know what I like? People falling over. I like an old woman at a wedding falling over and showing her bloomers. That's my favourite.
But I like it when it's Kirsty's home videos uncut. So it's kind of 4 old women, like, naked.
With their tits falling out.
Windsurfing.
Oh, Christ, imagine that. Does it whistle?
Well, it's just, I mean, have you ever really sat and watched anything on Sky One?
No.
That wasn't
The Simpsons
or Star Trek.
I think that's what I watch on. I think that's pretty much what I watch. Wrestling.
They have WWF wrestling, cartoons, and just the worst programs. I mean,
I've seen a bit of the wrestling. It's hilarious. It's hilarious.
It's like a station that's made by a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah. Well, I think that's probably what it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly the demographic. Do you like Sky One, Carl?
I haven't got satellite ever, so...
Why not? I thought you'd have loved that.
No, I would love it.
Discovery Channel's all about
no.
slugs and that, and weird stuff like that.
I know.
Chimps.
I was reading about slugs the other day.
There's a thing on one of the channels called Monkey Business.
Yeah, I watched that.
Yeah.
Because I was doing that thing, wasn't I, with Richie Bacon.
Yeah.
Where you watch the telly and that.
You're talking riddles. You actually talk in riddles and forget a play record.
You should be the gatekeeper in some kind of Dungeons and Dragons kind of quiz game.
Right, yeah. Let me enter. Right, yeah, but I was doing that thing with Richard Bacon. What can he mean? What can he mean? He is the wise one.
There's a man who's also a woman.
Yeah.
The upper half is, but is the bottom.
Yeah, play a record.
Bit of Clash.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
Train in Vain. XFM. On the 4.9.
It's too easy. I'll tell you something I do know.
Go on.
Right. But I can't really get a question out of it.
Go on, just tell us.
There's a shadow somewhere.
It's already good, isn't it?
I'm loving it already.
No, right. There's a shadow. I think it was in America.
Yeah.
And it's on a quiet road. I'm guessing somewhere like Boston. That's what I imagine.
Okay.
Right?
No.
Somewhere like Boston. And people at night used to see this shadow moving about. And they'd go, what's that? Right. And it got known, the little local town got known for this shadow, but it didn't cause any problems.
What are you talking about?
Well, it was
just you've lost me.
What are you talking about?
Do you know, like, some places get famous, like, Scotland's got the Loch Ness Monster and that, but it doesn't cause any, but it doesn't cause any problems.
It doesn't exist, go on.
Right, so there's this shadow walking about on the road.
What do you mean? No, what's he, again? Rubbish.
Right, so it's
nonsense. Where did you read this? Where did you see this?
It's walking about, this was on the internet, and
I'm sure... sorry! Sorry! Right. I thought it was shite. I didn't know it was on the internet.
Right, so this shadow is moving about, and,
independently of an object.
Yeah, and the local mayor and that is like, yeah, it's a bit weird, but it's not harming anyone.
The mayor involved!
Was he elected to that post?
hey, Mayor, we got a problem down here. Seems like a shadow. Well, it's not causing any. No, it's just
causing any problems.
Yeah,
but that's the thing. It was left for years, and then it did start causing problems.
I see. That's it. If you leave these shadows to go unchecked, Rick, they go crazy.
Yeah.
You let them run amok in the tree.
Yeah.
You've got to stand
What did it do? What did it do? What did the shadow do?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
It was what?
It was pushing people off the bikes.
Oh,
I'll find out more for that next week. Right, that'll tease them.
Oh, you're a maniac!
We'll do more on that. We haven't had time for educating.
Please never have children.
Right, listen.
Just promise me now you'll never have kids.
We haven't got time.
Okay, listen. All right, DJ Shadow, have we got time for the...
He likes Richmond Park. He goes, I like to see all the deers. I went, it's deers, plural. You don't need to say deers. I try and educate whenever I can.
What's that one?
I said,
the deer is already plural.
Yeah, deer is plural. I said, you know, like sheep or fish. So you can say fishes. And we laughed at us. I said, do you know the, plural of, mongoose? Because a lot of people think it would be mongoose. It's not, it's mongooses. Do you know what Karl said?
Plural of mongoose.
Mongoose, yes.
Plural of mongoose?
It's worth a competition. No, it's not, no.
No, go on.
Karl, what did you think the plural of mongoose was?
Mongs.
I phoned him up there was a front cover of the I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, you know, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Karl up and said, "There's some monkey news. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What was the argument about? Like, the zookeepers are going, oh, look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again. The father, oh look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean, what was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, she's not good enough for you.
I remember, I was on a, I don't know if this is alright to talk about. I mean, it happened, so, you know, not worried about it.
It's alright to talk about. Everything's alright to talk about.
But I was on the train, right, coming from Manchester back to London, right?
Yeah.
And, got on it, it was like a Friday night, and it was heaving, you know, like the last train is and all that. And, absolutely chocker. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm walking through the carriages, thinking, oh, is he in his seats anyway? Anyway, everyone's like, it's heaving, right? It's people stood up in the doorways, you can't get in the toilet and all that. There's not going to be any chair knocking about, you know, walking through. And anyway, I see this one empty chair sort of in front of me, right? I think, oh, why ain't anyone sat there, right? I'll just rush to that, get to that, I'll get myself a seat, plonk myself down, right? And, sort of turn round, you know, see who I'm facing, you know, see who you're sort of having a chat with. Little fella there, right? Little, well, Down syndrome kid, right? Sat there, and, he goes, alright, and I thought, oh, right, not bad, but do you know what I mean? They're always talking, aren't they? They ask a lot of questions, right? So I was like, oh, here we go, 2.5 hours, and I couldn't get up, because the thing is, that's obvious.
Sure.
Right? So that's like mean. I never want to be mean, do you know what I mean?
No.
At the end of the day. So anyway, so I think, I know, I'll go to sleep.
Clever.
Right, so I shut my eyes, and he leaves me alone and that. So then, my phone goes, and I think, right, what do I do? Do I ignore it? Or do I open my eyes and see what it is? Anyway, I open my eyes, it's Ricky calling about something. About nothing, probably, actually thinking about it. Wasn't even worth answering, right? So anyway, but I'm awake then, aren't I? So he's like, hello? And I'm like, alright, mate. And he says, you're muscly.
Oh God!
And,
right, yeah.
I said, yeah. And he goes, you know, why? So I said, no, just am. It's, again, stressing me out, because I was thinking, why am I muscly? I don't go to the gym. And, you know, I mean, I'm not muscly, I'm in good shape and that.
Well.
So then, he wants an arm wrestle. On a crammed train from Manchester, so I've got another hour and a half of this.
Oh, well, if you talk back, he'd soon have got up and left. If you'd have started asking him questions, he'd have got up and left with the dribble you come out with.
So anyway, do you know when you're under pressure, you're thinking, well, he's said that I'm muscly, right, so do I do it or not? And there's people watching, you know, not joining in, not sort of having a laugh and that with me, just like watching but pretending they're not.
Oh,
and I'm
God.
at one of those table seats, and he kept saying, come on, I want to arm wrestle. So, and he was getting loud, and I thought, oh, I best just have an arm wrestle.
What do you mean? What do you mean? I best just have an arm wrestle.
Well,
what do you mean?
Get it over and done with. I had to. If he's going to keep asking, I had another hour and a half on the train.
Oh God.
So anyway.
Oh my God. I'm thinking who won.
Well, I'm thinking, were people putting bets on? How was it working?
It was stopped, and just as well, really.
What do you mean it was stopped?
Was it game?
No. He was winning. I was struggling a bit, right? Yeah. And he was really like, you know, taking my arm down. And then he sort of let go and started laughing. And I thought, thank God he let go, because I would have made, you know what I mean? If I lost that, everyone's in the train looking, and all the rest of it.
It's suddenly serious to him. He's got to win this.
Anyway,
Pilkington.
But then he just, then we were chatting about favourite food and that. He liked sausages. And I said, you know, he said, do you like sausages? I said, yeah, they're alright. I like a bit of Chinese and that as well. And he was saying, oh, I can't have Chinese. Not allowed Chinese.
Why?
Dunno, he just said, it's not allowed to have it.
I don't quite understand. You were given a gift. And the gift was a golfing day of golf.
And yeah, for my Christmas present, part of my Christmas present from Jane, a night away, 2 rooms, 2 rounds of golf, dinner for 2, right?
But not with her, I noticed.
Well, she doesn't play. No, it was a present. It was playing golf. It was a golfing day. She doesn't play golf, so I had to choose someone to take away. It's all right. It wasn't a romantic meal.
No, but that was my immediate thought.
Yeah. Me and Carl just getting in there in the jacuzzi together.
It just sounds like an excuse for Jane to have a day off from you. But you don't play golf, Jane. I know. Go.
Yeah.
Enjoy yourself.
A bowling ball with my name on it. So chose Carl, obviously. We went. It was a great day, wasn't it? Brilliant round of golf, absolutely brilliant. Such a beautiful place in Stoke Poges, it's like a really posh place.
And are you a good golf player?
Well, we'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
Well, he bought the shoes especially for it.
Oh, I'd love to see him in those little shoes.
I know, and they were no good because they were metal spikes. We had to change them. He was annoyed straight away. He spent over £22 on these golf shoes. We hired a buggy that was brilliant fun. I was bombing along, wasn't I? I don't drive, but it was great on that buggy. Well, you've been on a buggy with me, and you were a bit scared.
Yeah.
What? I nearly killed us once. I was just taking banks and things, but you don't see sort of bunkers, and he'd scream and go, stop! And he'd put his foot down the brake, and then I reversed.
At one point he sort of did a handbrake turn next to the lake, and then we had to reverse, right? And you know, you just flick a switch and put your foot down. He did that without looking. I looked behind, there's a big oak tree there.
He screams, watch the tree, right? So
Dukes of Hazzard.
I kept jumping in and leaving him behind because I had to go to my ball. Anyway, so the first shot, I got on the driver. I honestly did one of the best shots I've ever done. It went straight down. It was great. I thought, phew, got away with that because it's always the first one because there's a clubhouse and you want to look good.
Yeah.
So. He tees up, man. And I've been saying, buy some balls. He just got 6 balls. I was going, what if you lose me? I want these 6 balls, right? He tees up, right? Whacks it. It goes miles, like, right angles, straight into these, the woods, right? He turns around, he goes, go and buy some more balls. So I'm laughing, because it's, like, impolite to laugh, but he broke the ice for me, and I was falling around, and then his second shot, I go, you know you're off for 3 now. If you take another shot, he went, oh, right. So it's his 3rd shot, he puts the ball down. He hits the ground before it and misses the ball altogether. And I was on my back, wasn't I? Unbelievable.
Actually rolling about on his back.
And we were terrible. I went round 107, he went round in like 119 or something. Sure. It was just rubbish.
How long did it take?
5 hours.
Of course.
And there was no one around, luckily. But it was fantastic. So then we go and have our meal. What annoys me, I said, right, I'll go for a run. He went, I'll have a bath. I said, I'll see you at 7:45. At 7:55, I have to call him. He's not ready, so he's let me down there. I can't stand lateness or laziness.
You hate lateness.
Yeah, and he's let me down. Do you know his excuse? He fell asleep in the bath because there was no light bulb.
There was no light bulb in the bathroom.
So instantly he fell asleep. And he was late.
No, do you know what I mean, though, Steve? If you're sort of, like, nice and warm and what have you. I was tired anyway. I've been stressed out for 4.5 hours, right? My life flashed in front of me a few times in that buggy. So it's all sort of wears you down a bit. I thought, right, I've got a headache. You're going for your run. I'm going to have a bath. I walk in, put the light on. For some reason, it didn't come on, but I thought, it's all right. I'll just, you know, doesn't matter. You can have a bath in the dark.
It's summer, so it's light anyway.
Well, there's no windows in the bathroom, so... Yeah.
So you were in the darkness?
So I'm in the darkness. I nod off because I'm shattered. He calls up, hassling me. So I said, well, I won't... yeah, it doesn't normally take that long for me because... You know, I haven't got, like, long hair, I've got a dryer and I can sort of one wipe.
Yeah, he's already 10 minutes late, though, when I called.
Well, 10 minutes. 10
wow,
minutes.
lateness is lateness. Next.
Doesn't matter, dinner wasn't until 15:15, so we had, like, another 20 minutes anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but we said 1:45.
So he's calling up, hurry up, so I said, yeah, alright, so I get out, and drying, like, my tackle and what have you. Calls back again 30 seconds later.
You know?
No, I don't, you know, I don't like that.
You're not going to do that, no.
Give it a wipe. 30 seconds later, come on! So I end up going downstairs to the meal area.
Naked.
With a wet shirt on and wet socks. I've got headache as it is. Meant to be a relaxing weekend.
But anyway, so we have our meal, which is really nice. And then we're sitting in the bar. I'm having a cigar by the fire.
Yeah.
Like we're having a rather nice Pinot Grigio.
Yeah.
He's there going, I've got an headache.
Is this 1955 that you live in?
I know. It's so right. And we are knackered because you know he's not used to work. I've seen him moaning, falling asleep. He's not used to it at all.
And you've been on your feet for over half an hour.
Yeah, right. So yeah, we didn't even walk around the golf course. We had a buggy.
Yeah.
Wasn't even exercise. So we get onto conversations. Talking about, he's asking me stuff about evolution. Tell me that. Why did the giraffe? What's that rubbish about the giraffe getting a long neck? I said, well, it didn't try and get a long neck. It was selected. And he said, but why would evolution do that? I went, well, you think that evolution didn't do anything? There's not this consciousness, there's not this will that a giraffe has to stretch its neck to reach the leaves. It won't have a long enough neck to survive and pass it in. He was going, yeah, but why did evolution... this isn't. But by the way, this isn't the most stupid thing. This is warming up. This is about 8:45, right? He said, why didn't evolution make a giraffe good at carpentry so it could build a ladder?
Right. Yeah. Okay. No. All right.
Okay. So he's thinking around it. He's trying to pick holes in evolution.
Yeah.
We get on to. I said, well, things are. I said, we can see the speed of evolution in lower life forms like bacteria, viruses. They evolved, and that's why soon we won't have an antibiotic that can kill some certain bacterial strains. And he said, and this is about 11:30. And I said, I'm going to bed. Right? He said, in the future, they reckon that you'll be able to wake up and eat a yogurt you can have a chat with.
It's the re-education of Karl. He's like Liza Doolittle, and now he's coming. Or Lawnmower Man, if you've seen that film. More like Lawnmower Man, if you've seen the film. You'll know what I mean. And his homework was to just study quotes, really, on happiness and stuff and general well-being. He's not a big happiness quote fan, are you, Karl?
Not really.
So what have you done? You've come up with something, haven't you?
Right, yeah, I told you, right? Because a lot of these are just things you say every day. They're nothing special. So what I'm doing...
Well, you say them every day.
Well, the sort of things you come out with and you don't even think about it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're on the TV all the time, people on the radio are saying these sort of little quotes.
Sure.
And, what I've done is, remember that programme on Channel 4, Faking It?
Yeah.
Where they got some, like, posh kid to be on a door and all that. What I've done, I've,
Imagine if that was the pitch for the show. Dear Channel 4, just gonna get a posh kid on a door or something?
Yeah,
Yours sincerely, Karl.
Come in. Yeah.
TV producer.
Yeah, yeah, go on.
So, what I've done, this little book of quotes, happiness quotes, I've picked 2 that are real.
Okay.
And I've made one up. Right?
And we've got to guess.
And you've got to guess.
Okay, then, go on.
Well, I'll tell you what, Rick, why don't we, when we've heard them, we won't confer.
No.
You'll write down yours,
yeah.
A, B, or C, and I'll write down mine, and we'll see how it
Okay,
is.
Karl, off you go.
Right, and just because I'm looking at this book, it doesn't mean I'm actually reading.
No, I know,
Don't worry,
no.
we're clever.
No, we know, we can't see yet.
Like, call my bluff.
Yeah, go on then.
Nothing is worth more than this day.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
The way I see it...
Oh God, my head's gonna burst. burst.
No, hang on.
My head's gonna burst.
No,
Hang
no,
on.
this might not be Carl's.
Oh, it might not be.
How do you know I haven't tweaked them a little bit?
Yeah, good
Okay,
point.
fair
Good
enough.
point. No, good point.
The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you got to put up with the rain.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Hang on. Yeah.
Come on.
Cat food.
Cat food, go on.
It stinks a bit, but if you don't put up with the smell, the little kitten will die.
Steve! I don't know what to say! I don't know what to say. Imagine this in faking it. Imagine their faces when he says that, and they're going, oh my god. Carl, play a song, mate.
We'll have to confer on this one.
I've been trying to take in too much information though, that's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been, like, reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much, but the problem is, like, even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, you know, stop doing that, stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of...
Heaven forbid.
And, you know, I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and, she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said, something like, how can you freeze time? And she says, aren't you going to say good morning or whatever?
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's that the sun comes out through the window. Oh, she's Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes,
One of those floppy night hats.
how can you freeze time? Oh, God!
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing round my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information, this is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, well, the issues tonight said something about freezing time. It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what effects that will
Oh,
have.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point in me worrying
It's
about
not a
that?
question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, oh, I don't know what, he went, you'd never see a black ghost.
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
And, what we got, is it time?
I think so.
Yeah?
Oh, chimpanzee that monkey news.
Right, then. So, there's this monkey, right?
Right.
In Canada. It's in a zoo in, Toronto, I think it is. His name's Pascal. Right, and what happened was all the people in the zoo sort of said, you know, what can we do? Sort of spice the day up a bit. Right?
Yeah.
So they left.
Embellishing. No way this is a news
Let him
story.
do the news, let him do the news.
Okay.
So they left.
Any dates?
Just let him read the news, alright?
Well,
You wouldn't interrupt Moira
It
Stewart.
was about 2 weeks ago.
No, because she always says today, so you know it's news. She doesn't say, right, there was a monkey, right?
Alright,
Well,
in Canada,
Go on,
right?
mate, just finish the
Okay.
news, be all night.
A couple of weeks ago, in this zoo in Canada.
Right.
They got a camcorder,
Right.
and they said, let's leave it for the monkey to have a play with, right? So, anyway, they passed it around,
Won a BAFTA.
and a couple of chimps and that were rubbish at it. They were, like, filming the floor and all that, and the fingers were always in shot and stuff like that, right? But anyway, there was this one chimp called Pascal, right? Who,
Annoys me that he calls them monkeys, though. They're
was-
not monkeys, they're apes.
he
Go
was,
on.
he was a dab hand at it, right? He was like, filming stuff, really good shots, you know, sort of nice mood and that. He used the lighting properly and all the rest of it.
No, he didn't!
Just this is the news, what are you talking about? This is the news.
Oh,
So
Steve,
anyway.
it's so annoying. You know it annoys me so much. Things like that. He was a dab under. He was doing really good shots. It really annoys me.
Let's hear the news.
Anyway, right, so he started, at night, like when the zookeepers went home, he started filming, like, other monkeys on the go, like, whilst they were at it, right? And he was filming them and what have you.
The Ron Jeremy of the zoo.
You know it's going to end up on the web.
So anyway, the zookeepers came in the next day, and it's like, let's see what shots he's got. Anyway, he's got all this, like, you know, all these monkeys at it and what have you. So,
this is, honestly, you don't know what this is doing to me, Steve. Can I stop him now?
So they thought, like, actually there's a few monkeys who aren't at it enough. Do you know what I mean? They have problems and what have you, so let's give them the videos.
That is so untrue! This is so untrue! It's so untrue that it was filmed by a monkey! It's so untrue!
Right? Rick, I don't know who to believe.
Oh God! You're talking so much shit again! You must know that's not true. There's no way.
There's a load of tapes out.
Look at me! Look at me! Don't keep talking, look at me! Yeah. You must know that's not true.
Can we just hear the end of this news?
You had to go at me last week because I didn't have the full story. I've got the full story, you're still not happy.
There is no way that, by chance, what should we do? Let's give him a camcorder. That could happen. Right. He then films him at it. That might happen. It might happen, but I don't think he'd keep the camera still. 2, they go, hold on, this is good stuff. This is good shit. This porn's good shit. Anyway, look at that. He's got a lovely shot. Yeah.
So
this is ridiculous.
Let me just recap because I lost my way there. So the monkey has filmed the monkey porn, and now they're showing it to the other monkeys.
Is he directing? Can you hear him saying stuff? Can you hear him go?
It's just like, you know, Chimp Pimp 1, 2, and 3, and all the rest of it, right? But anyway, so they've got all these other tapes because what happened was they said he's quite good at this. And the animals are happy having him around because he's not a human, he's just one of the gang, do you know what I mean? So they started putting him in with other things like, you know, ostriches.
Right.
And
shit.
There was, and do you know they have a problem with pandas in Japan?
Yeah.
So they've sent him out there, filming a bit of, where are you going?
Honestly, you really annoy me. There's no way this is happening.
Can we just hear the end?
Why can't he just find a real story about a monkey?
Let's hear the end.
The end is really that he's going to China, he's filming the pandas and whatever.
No, he's not! They wouldn't send a monkey director! They would not send a monkey director!
Crew's Ashley Walters being jailed for 18 months. Obviously not a very good example to his young fans.
He should have got more.
Do you think?
I had a dream about him the other night.
Go on.
About the group itself.
Okay.
I had a dream that...
Were they all there? Because there's a lot of them. I couldn't remember all their faces. The feature in a dream.
I had a t-shirt on.
He had etc.
Exactly,
He had 2 and then he had etc, yeah.
I had a t-shirt on.
You had a t-shirt on?
Yeah, and it said on my t-shirt, "So solid poo." And I was walking down the street and they came towards me.
Wow.
And they were just about to beat me off.
That's a great dream.
That's amazing.
That's an amazing
I love that. We've all had
30-year-old.
We've all had that anxiety dream. Oh my goodness, what if I meet the So Solid crew and I'm wearing a t-shirt that slags them off?
Oh, I don't believe it, yeah.
So what happened? Did you get beaten up in the
It was one of them where
okay,
I woke
good.
up.
So, holiday, where did you go on holiday?
Sardinia.
Good?
Yeah, it's alright, yeah. Nice food and that, it's important, isn't it?
Yeah.
And nice beaches and what have you.
Excellent.
Oh, it's like a nice long beach to walk down.
Yeah.
But, so we're having a nice walk, right? You know, nudists do me head in.
Sure.
Right.
Not a problem though, is it? It's not like being scared of spiders where they might jump out under the kitchen sink at you. You know what I mean? It's not a big problem having your head done in by nudists.
Yeah, but it just annoys me. It sort of ruins the day a little bit. Because it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Right. Take your clothes off if you feel uncomfortable. It's much more relaxing.
Yeah, but... Well, anyway, right, so I'm walking along the beach, right? Lovely long beach, what have you, you know, watching the sea, picking up shells and that.
And what are you wearing? What's your natural beach club?
When he says picking up shells, I imagine he's on all fours going, like that, you know what I mean, looking at things. Just like washing his nuts in the sea to get them tasty.
Yeah, going into the sea and then kind of shaking himself and all the water flies off.
Yeah.
I've just got, you know, flip-flops on, pair of shorts, and like a little light shirt.
Sure.
So anyway, walking along, and Suzanne goes, "Oh look," right? And there's this woman, German, I think, coming out of the...
How can you tell she was German? Underarm hair?
I'll get to it. Forget the underarm hair. She came out, it looked like she was smuggling seaweed.
I'm gonna burst! I'm going to burst! Oh God!
And the funny thing is, right, she
smuggling seaweed! Oh God! She was a bit hairy down there, was she?
Mental. I felt bad because I hadn't had a shave for 2 days, right? Looked at her, it was ridiculous. She might as well have kept her trunks on. It was just like she was wearing furry trunks, right? So anyway, so I'm walking around. So
yeah, go on then.
So Suzanne's like, oh look, and I'm like, oh, not again, you know, because every time we go away, there always seems to be one of these.
Is she by herself, this woman?
Well, the weird thing was, she was with her husband, right?
Yeah.
But he had shorts on. He was happy, right? But every time, like, because I walked past her, and he sort of ran off, because he's embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? There's nothing normal about it. What can he do? He can't go, all right, mate? Because he knows it's odd, right?
How old was he? Sorry, how old was she?
It's hard to tell when someone hasn't got clothes on. You know what I mean? They always look older, don't they, when they haven't got clothes on anyway. But I'd say she was about 40, 41.
Okay, right.
So I walked past, and the annoying thing is, she got there on a bike, right? No clothes on, little pair of boots next to the bike. So if you can wear boots, just pop some shorts on. Do you know what I mean? That takes more effort for me, putting boots on. So put the shorts on, right? So anyway, so the husband kept running off. I walked past, and I'm getting annoyed because I'm saying, well, we've got to walk past them again on the way back.
I like the fact they're scuttling away when Carl walks past. Like when you lift up a bit of sort of iron sheeting in the woods and loads of mice run away. Yeah. It's like whenever Carl goes, that nudists run away.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
So, but no, so we sort of come walking back and what have you, and you know, I have another look and what have you, and he runs off again.
Why another look if it offends you so much?
Oh, you might as well just have a look. You know what I mean? It's just putting it on show and what have you. But the interesting thing was, I just wondered whether the husband...
If the husband were nude, you'd looked at his tackle, because remember when you went to see those two strippers and it was a woman and man and they whipped their shorts off, you said you looked at his tackle first.
I think any bloke would.
Wow.
You would. You just check it out, it's natural, isn't it? You just go, oh, right. So it is normal or whatever. Because you don't know if you know what I mean? You don't know if what you've got's right until you see someone else's. No, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyway, so, but he got us talking, because I was, then, as soon as I saw her, sort of, today's been ruined a bit, so I'm walking up the beach.
It's been ruined!
Walking up the beach with Suzanne going, how does it happen? Do you know what I mean? Why do people do this? What fun are they getting out of it, and what have you? And, I just was thinking, is there any chance that that fella, right, didn't even know that she was a nudist until they went away? Do you know what I mean? Because I said to Suzanne, say if I met Suzanne, it's like we're getting on, yeah, everything's fine. Yeah. And then you go off on holiday and you go, you haven't got much luggage. And she's like, no, it's fine, this is plenty, and I'm thinking that's weird. And then we go down the beach and she whips her knickers off. I'd be annoyed, but there's nothing I could do. Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
So I'm just wondering whether that's what happened to this fella. Every time someone came walking up, he was like, oh, God, this is embarrassing. And he kept nipping off.
Yeah.
Finding something else to do.
Look at some shells.
So I'm wondering, Rick, if at some point, maybe today or in future shows, we should get a nudist, you know, one of those official nudist spokespeople, you know, because all these nudist organisations, get them on the phone, justify themselves to Carl, because, you know, in his mind, they are, what would you say, weirdos, freaks?
I don't quite get it. I was reading something in one of the supplements last weekend, and some journalist went round to some, whatever you call it, some resort or whatever for nudes and that. And it's just...
Were they playing volleyball?
Well, the annoying thing was, bowls.
Why is that annoying?
Well, don't play a sport where you've got to bend over.
Now, Carl, I got a little email via my agent, sent from someone here, okay, sent from someone at XFM, okay, and I won't say it was, she just said, I thought this might be good for Ricky to use on Saturday, and obviously what happened is, Suzanne has sent you an email in the week, it was Wednesday, and you've returned it, but I think you've returned it to the wrong email address. You returned it to someone here, who of course immediately forwarded it to my agent for ridicule on the show. Don't panic, it's nothing that bad, okay? It's an email from Suzanne talking about your tea that night. Was Suzanne out on Wednesday night?
Was the an England game or something?
Yeah. So you were alone. You were home alone, were you, Wednesday night?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your meal? Was it a quiche?
Go on.
Right. From Suzanne to Carl. Take the quiche and put it on the baking tray. Cook for 30 minutes on 190. Take lettuce and put on plate.
Take 3 tomatoes, wash and chop into quarters. Place on lettuce. Take an avocado, chop in half. Remove the stone. Peel skin and slice. Place on salad. Put salt and pepper on and a dribble of olive and balsamic vinegar dressing. Right? In brackets, small bottle behind the cafetiere. Right, in case he's reaching for bleach.
Yeah.
That's it. Just put everything else away. Right? Then sprinkle a smidge of parmesan on top. Remove quiche from oven, cut into quarters and put on plate. Eat.
Oh, wow. Does she have to do that every single time? She's like...
No, it's just that I'm not that good at cooking, right? And to be honest, that was a lot of hard work. I didn't bother warming it up. And I did without the avocado.
Why?
Too much messing about.
He didn't even do that with instructions. It was too much.
But yeah, I'm not that good at cooking. And
Did you genuinely? That's not cooking though, is it, Carl? That's
heating up a
slicing.
quiche. That's cooking it is making the quiche.
Yeah, but I'm just.
Could you have figured that out if she had left that note for you?
Why did she have to tell you what the olive oil and balsamic vinegar was?
Because I've put sort of cooking oil on my food once, and I said, oh, it's a bit. It's ever since, right? Years ago.
I'm gonna die.
Years ago.
Oh God, they're leaving Mr. Magoo at home.
It was ever since I put sausages in the toaster that
what do you mean?
I nearly set the flat on fire. Because do you know, like when you're grilling food in a pan and all that?
Yeah.
Sort of sausages spit and it goes everywhere, doesn't it? And it makes everywhere greasy. So I thought, well, just want to warm them up.
Yeah.
Bung them in the toaster.
Yeah.
What happened?
And she sort of caught. Well,
they got stuck and they sort of caught on fire. I imagine.
She came in just as I was sort of plunging it, and what have you came in from work. She said, "What are you doing? I said, I'm in sausages." Well, the oven isn't on. I know they're in here. What? You turn it off? Panicking and that. But I've never been into it. I've never been into cooking and that. At school and stuff, I didn't bother doing it.
Oh, every time Suzanne comes home, she must think, please be the house still there.
Yeah.
Please not let me hear a fire engine as I come round this corner. Oh, God, she comes and goes, oh, God, thank God. I bet she's always happy to see you when she gets home and you haven't burned the place down or introduced some howler monkeys or something. Unbelievable.
What I find extraordinary is there are people who are in sort of care in the community who don't need instructions on how to prepare food.
Oh, they can do it, yeah, you show them once.
Yeah,
they don't. Whatever you do, don't put sausages in the toaster, Johnny. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and they've learnt it.
They don't put sausages in the toaster.
Yeah. What is it? They put their fingers in.
Oh, chimpanzee, that monkey news.
Right, this happened in Pittsburgh, right? There was a rock band, and they've got this studio in Pittsburgh and what have you, and they're laying down tracks and stuff like that. And in the studio that they use, right, there's this monkey works there. Right,
I love the way he throws that in. Like he throws that in. This monkey works there.
No, it's just got a little gig there. He sort of it carries the equipment in, guitars. Stuff like that.
He doesn't.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He just sort of cleans up after the bands.
No, he doesn't.
Emptying the ashtrays.
Doesn't happen.
Sort of stuff.
Doesn't happen.
That's the gig it's got. Anyway, right.
Gets women out of the crowd that they want to go visit
with one arm.
drag them back.
So anyway, right. So the band's in the studio, right? And one of the band members brings some A&R fella to the studio to have a listen to the latest track. Right? Yeah. So they hit play, and they're all there going, "Yeah, brilliant. This is good."
Oh no.
Anyway. So the fella says, "Yeah, I like the track. I especially like the bass on it." Right?
Right, it's because this is bullshit.
So
this is rubbish.
So
and they hadn't laid down a bass track.
So this is. Have you heard it? So
Carl, please don't do this to me.
So the A&R fella goes, and it's like the band members have stood about, and they're going, "That's good that he liked it." And I'm saying, "Yeah, but what's he on about with the bass?" So
no, this is rubbish. This is absolute rubbish. Where did you get this from?
Please, because we never get to the end.
This is absolute nonsense.
So they played it back.
Yeah,
right?
and it's the chimp playing bass. Definitely not.
So they were like, "That's weird. We haven't got a bassist." Anyway, so they go, "Well, whatever, right?" So
we haven't got a bassist.
So
they go, "Whatever. Let's go."
Oh, forget it.
With Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant and Karl Pilkington in particular returning to our screens for the second series of An Idiot Abroad, we asked the guys whether fame has changed Karl.
nothing's changed here. You know, apart from car insurance going up and just being able to get a bargain in a shop. You want to knock the price down, you can't do that once you're sort of known. People go, you made of money. I'm not. You can use this, that's the exclusives for you. I'm not made of money. Doing all right, I'm not moaning. I know people are having it tough.
You are moaning, you're moaning all the time.
I'm not
you never stop moaning, that's what you do. You only moan, that's your job. That's why this show's so good.
Well, you say you can't get a bargain. How much were those trainers?
Oh, 45 pence.
45 pence?
In
right.
Africa.
In Africa.
That's what he gave.
But look,
that's what he gave to someone who was selling some trainers in Africa.
Could have given them 50p.
He was over the moon with that.
So I'm pretty sure they said he hasn't changed much, but what if it all goes wrong? Has Karl got a contingency plan?
I know I'll survive, because now, if I'm homeless, anything that's crawling about, I'll have it.
Lovely. Well, at least we know he'll always be okay.
Guys, it is a pleasure to be seated here with Kings of Podcast.
That's not saying much though, is it? Kings of Podcasts.
Yeah. It's not like the Kings of Leon.
No.
Now that would be cool.
Or the King of France.
Yeah, he's even better.
Oh, it'd be great, wouldn't it? The King of France.
Now, what's he like now? Is he still around?
I don't know.
Oh, they beheaded him, didn't they?
Really?
Yeah.
That wouldn't be good then. Kings of Podcasts is the best, isn't it?
Audiobooks.
We prefer that time. Kings of Audiobooks.
Podcasts are free, we make nothing from podcasts. Let's get it right.
And you've just had your back bedroom carpeted, haven't you? That's not
well, I'm about to tomorrow.
He's rolling it now. He left his job and we were doing free podcasts and we had about, I don't know, 1 million downloads. And I think it was Steve that said, why don't we just charge £1, Rick? And we did charge £1. Yeah.
And now what listeners do we get?
We've had about 3 million sold and about 160 million free downloads. So still they want something for nothing. They still won't give us £1 for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone loves a bit of freeness though, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, the British do. Which leads me nicely onto the guide to being English.
English, yeah. To celebrate St George's Day, 23rd of April. Yeah.
What do you think makes us English? What do you think defines us?
Being born in England.
Yeah.
That's the main one, isn't it?
Again, if you're the King of France, you'll have very little experience of being English.
Yeah. Being born in England pretty much sums up being English.
But this was very much something that we discuss on the audiobook, is what makes a person English, what defines your Englishness.
We go from the trivial and superficial of what an Englishman looks like. I thought he was like a little stocky fella with no neck and a head like that. Whereas about a sort of bald round.
Can I go now? Because that's what I was here for, wasn't it?
Sort of like a real sort of, you know, a little bulldog breed. Whereas Steve thinks of Hugh Grant.
Always. Or a sort of James Bond figure. Who's someone I very much model myself on. Yeah, that's how I pictured the Englishman.
Although I've never seen James Bond's glasses fall across the room when he was fighting with someone.
No.
It would all be over, wouldn't it? He'd go, Miss Moneypenny, can we get Q, can we have some elasticated things on these? That wouldn't happen.
No, it's true, but it's one of the reasons I rarely fight international spy rings. But Karl, what was your take on the English?
In what way?
Anyway,
right.
Just answer any question.
I don't know what it means to be English anymore. I don't know if I feel English.
Look at the body language.
What do you feel?
Look at the body language.
I feel more Polish.
I don't know what that means.
Just because whenever I walk past sort of builders and that who are Polish, they'll always sort of give me the nod. The look that I've got, I think I look more Polish than English. I think. I'm just going off that, off foreign builders and that, they always sort of give a nod.
Any Polish in you that you know?
What do you mean they give you the nod? You're walking past a group of builders, you don't know if they're Polish or not.
No, you can tell they're Polish.
How can you tell?
They're just the way they look. You can tell they're Polish. And the builders, there's the first sign.
Racist.
Did it with his feet.
Go on.
Well, it's just, why pick the most hardest job to do when you haven't got any hands? Crush grapes. Or... Do you know what I mean? That annoys me.
Oh, crush grapes. Imagine him being told that. They're two different people. This is what I'm telling you.
But this is the problem. They're going to crop up quite a lot just because they've got double a chance. All right.
Please don't write in and complain.
So followed it round and see it having it away. Turns out, little prostitute.
Oh God!
It's a little monkey prostitute.
And it was getting fatter because it was charging them bananas.
What a load of old rubbish.
It's charging them bananas. What was it? A boy or it was a
woman, little woman monkey.
Well,
the bit I haven't told you about is it's actually run by a couple of chimps.
Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! You're a maniac!
Right.
Oh, for Christ! Oh.
Let's just.
That's like coming a chip.
Let's just.
Of course it's not.
No, it is, because think about it, right?
No, not think about it. What do you mean? Yes, it is. Of course, it's not run by a couple of chimps. What do they do? Get a loan? What would you do?
I've always wanted to kick a duck up the arse. It was a chimp. They weren't happy about it.
Of course not.
Because now the owner of the chimp wants to enter it into the Tour de France.
No! Oh God! I'm gonna die! Oh God!
In 2005.
Now, a couple of questions. I trust you'll be able to answer these.
Oh God! Steve, help me out. Right.
So, the monkey enjoyed it, and it was like, well, I want to do it again, right? But they were like...
So how did they know that? How did they know he wanted to...
Just the way it looked and what have you, it was like...
Fuck off! Just the way it looked!
So, you are a maniac.
So the thing is, though, right... It's a bit weird. So I just got out of the car to look at a bright light, and I got back in the car and I grew a beard, and she said, never mind your beard, where have you been for 3 days? And what had happened is...
He passed out because he was pissed.
No. The UFO had taken him for 3 days. Different people.
Is this all the information? Is that the entire story?
It was 3 different people.
Did you fall
hassling
asleep
him
and not read the
about
end?
a fire that didn't happen, about a wife that didn't exist, and a cat that didn't look happy.
Oh, I'm gonna have a heart attack, Carl.
It's a popular thing.
You mean the kids that are born hairy?
No, there's kids who've been born hairy, right?
Yeah, that's it.
No, but listen, and they walk around on all fours, and they drink milk from a saucer.
Steve, this is
no,
too
remember.
easy.
Physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the nuclear bomb and how powerful it is, and they put a manhole cover on top of one.
Okay.
Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Man alive, Carl. Unexplained.
What's going on there? Something weird is happening there. The fact is what matters.
Yeah, but with that question, that's got a straightforward answer. What I'm telling you is the way that animals work. If it's a potato or a nut, it's a foodage.
And once again, I return you to my question as before. What's your point? What point were you making?
The lad with 2 heads got run over. That's it.
What? How is that Cheeky Freak of the Week?
just because it got my interest, and I kind of thought, why didn't he just look both ways?
I'm intrigued to know
why wasn't he looking both ways?
I'm intrigued to know how you get run over. What was it, 1629?
Yeah. Well, it's horses and that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, why wasn't he looking both ways? Karl Pilkington, you are a genius. Right, tell the story about the manhole cover.
Right, in the same magazine as the one with the cat and the fire and that.
Don't tell me that story again, it gives me the shivers.
Yeah, a cat that's got a weird expression on his face is against God.
Anyway, this isn't a scary story, this was just, like physics. Physics.
Yeah.
It was going on about the, nuclear bomb and how powerful it is. And, they put a manhole cover on top of one. Okay. Blew it up.
Yeah.
Never saw the manhole cover again.
Man alive, Karl. Unexplained.
What's going on there? Something weird is happening there. Oh.
If anyone has ever seen that manhole cover, please get in touch. We'd love to know where it is.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Finally, White Van Man, what do you make of the fact that Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins?
Is
that a
true?
concern for you?
Is that true?
Apparently so.
Why?
Don't
It's
know.
like it's easy to stack.
This is what the guy in the Sun has said. That should be interesting for... that should be... His comment on Sainsbury's are bringing in square tins is that should be interesting for meatballs. Ricky's just collapsed on the floor. Let's just play a song, Karl. I don't think even you can top that.
You know, you just mentioned there about sort of no knickers and that.
Is this gonna be your Auntie Nora?
No.
Right.
It's just, you know, like the last flat that I lived in, I always had a good view across the road and I could see, it was the hairy...
There was the hairy Chinese
not
kid.
hairy Chinese kid, he was just a Chinese kid, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running
Because
about.
that's rare, isn't it? Hairy Chinese kids, very rare, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's only one official sighting, isn't there? In one of those shit little magazines that you buy.
Yeah, he was running around in his underpants.
Did you, sorry, you just swore ironically. I mean, I imagine if there's any newspapers listening, you did that because you're sort of jokey and...
Yeah, go on, let's not swear.
And there was the old woman who didn't move, she was just sat there reading the book all the
Who
time.
we think possibly died and no one came round for weeks,
and now I've moved, right? And it was quiet for a bit. I always look at what view I'm getting, right? Looks across and it was just sort of empty, sort of flats ready for people to move in and that, right? Anyway, people are in there now, right? And they've put all the furniture in, but I haven't put any curtains up.
Oh.
Right. So anyway, I'm sort of washing up, just having a look out the window.
Yeah.
Right. Girl sort of wandering about, you know, knickers on. Right.
With no knickers on.
You mean naked?
No knickers. Well, she had a bra on.
Right, okay.
But,
She's probably looking for a knicker.
So, I thought, oh. And I don't know how long I was looking.
No.
Right. But anyway, she looks across.
Oh, God.
I think she spotted me.
Yeah.
I think, oh, God. I felt really bad.
Yeah.
I said to Suzanne...
Sorry, is this some sort of Peeping Tom confession while the Telegraph are listening?
I've no idea.
Well, it's not, that's the thing though.
Peepington.
If I was peeping, she was peeping as well, because she was looking over. Works both ways, doesn't it?
Yeah, but yeah, all she could see of you was your bald head.
Yeah.
No.
And your hands moving as you were washing up. And some white-looking substance frothing up.
Particularly stubborn stain on this glass.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Imagine that. Imagine if she looked across. I'm assuming the sink is lower than the window.
But didn't she just cover up or something? Or she looked back and go, oh, you looking at my fanny?
Well, the thing I did...
What?
I thought, oh, just sort of drop me boxer shorts. Because I
What?
thought... Well, Suzanne said, what are you doing?
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
No, just so they can see me cheeks of me.
What are you talking about?
No, because I thought, if she thinks I'm walking about in the nude as well, then we've both got something out of it.
Karl!
This sounds like a bad excuse in court.
I know.
This is...
Or the plot of a film on Channel 5.
I mean, this is like the doctor who got done, right, for exposing himself to a patient, and then painted that little thing, that you look down their throat at pink.
Yeah.
And going, this is what they saw.
Yeah.
No, so sorry, you immediately... So, you were looking at a woman dancing around naked, right? So, the only thing you could do was immediately drop your boxer shorts.
So she looked across, saw you fully clothed, saw you took your boxer
No, she wouldn't have done, because it's sort of just the top half and the sink's at a side angle, so I was sort of looking out.
So she wouldn't have seen your trousers then anyway?
No, she did. I moved in front of the window.
So you then laid them... You actually climbed in front of the window.
Oh, this is amazing!
So you climbed in front of the window to show off your naked lower half.
Suzanne said, "What are you doing?"
I bet she did.
What are you looking at?
I sent you in here to clean up.
What are you doing? I'm just taking my trousers down, stand over the window. Why? Because there's a naked woman across the road. What do you think I'm doing, Suzanne? I'm exposing myself while looking at some free funny.
Leave it.
What's up with you, Suzanne?
Leave it then, leave it.
Christ.
Are we doing Rockbusters or what?
Yeah.
Oh, she sent you in there to read up on Einstein. She comes in and finds out.
Oh, brilliant!
Anyway.
Wait a minute, can I just check? A final question. What did the woman across the way... What happened? What was her reaction?
I didn't look again, I just thought, you've seen a bit of action as well, we're both happy. Let's leave it.
Brilliant.
So were you waddling around like a penguin with your trousers around your ankle?
I just was walking about and Suzanne said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'll explain to you in a bit, but don't look out the window because then it's
Excellent.
obvious."
Then he sees that she calls her husband to look at Karl walking around naked. He goes, "Oh, she's got a... Quick, Suzanne, get him out. There's only one with you. Get some more friends. They've gone one more."
Anyway.
Brilliant. Right, play a record and come back to Rockbusters. And Monkey News. We haven't got enough time. Do Rockbusters. Oh, God almighty. What have you prepared for this show now? You've had 3 months to prepare.
Yeah.
What have you got? What have you got for us? Okay, what's happened in the last 3 months?
What? In this place or just my life?
Well, what have you got for us? 3 months, we're cloning about. You get Mondays off, you're getting paid for it, you've got a cushy deal, you're having a laugh, you're taking the piss out of the management, right? So, what have you got for us?
Give it to us.
I've kind of updated Rockbusters a bit.
Right, brilliant.
Yeah.
Right, so... And you said don't mess with it. If something's good, don't mess with it.
What do you mean it wasn't good?
It was never good.
It was never good.
No,
of course we had
good.
to fix it.
It was fun to do. It was a laugh. I mean, I imagine it was much more fun for me than the 450 listeners. You know what I mean? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed squeezing your head and dressing you up.
No, but that's just it. When I had a meeting with Graham, right, I said, "Look, I'm not being funny. I don't want to do it anymore. I've had enough of it."
Yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, what's up with you? You sounds like you have a right good laugh." I said, "Yeah, but that's you know, that's all good acting and stuff." I said, "It's hell in there." I said,
like he's talking about Vietnam.
Yeah. I said, having my head squoze, right?
What? Squoze is still not a word. We've been away 3 months. It's still not a word.
Right. Yeah. I said he's putting a dustbin lid on my head.
Yeah.
You told this to the MD.
He's hitting me with a tray.
Yeah.
He's chucking toilet paper at me.
Yeah.
And he said, "Yeah, but that's all over 2 years." I said, "No, that was the same day." So,
okay then, what has changed in 3 months? They're listening. They've been listening for 6 minutes now. Come on, give us something.
Bit of Nickelback.
What's happened in 3 days?
Play a record
What,
and let
in
him
3
think.
months?
What, in my life or in here? Nothing's happened here. Nothing's changed here.
Right.
But I don't know. Do you know last time we were on?
Yeah.
Right. And I was telling you about the woman over the road where I live.
The one that walked around naked?
There's a woman who walks about the flat naked,
this
right?
is when Karl was watching a woman naked, then she looked at... saw him looking, so what he did, this is the genius he did to get out of this, he pulled his pants down, so he was naked too. His girlfriend comes in and goes, "Karl, what are you doing?" He went, "I can't tell you now, but don't look out of the window." Yeah, go on, sorry.
That woman, she's bought some blinds.
interesting.
Carl is studying. Okay, what's the next one? What's the educating Ricky?
I don't know, see, like I say, I was looking around and there's stuff that is interesting, right? I was looking on the web.
But there's no point.
Well, it's just that I found one about,
what's the point?
About a lad who, 8 years old, but he's still breastfed. Now, I don't know if you can get anything out of that.
Is that what his mum said?
So,
what do you mean, I don't know if I can get anything out of that? You don't need to.
No, it's just that, you know...
Where did you read that?
That was on the internet.
Oh, well, yeah.
You're always unspecific when you mention it. It's just it was on the internet.
Well, I'm trying to think what I put in. I think I put in Y to see if I'd confuse the computer.
Carl, you are...
No,
honestly.
I did a search, put in Y, and it came up with funny things that, like, why is this person doing that? Why is that? And it had a picture of this 8-year-old lad, sort of, you know, on his mum's nipple. And, it was saying, you know, is this healthy?
You sure that wasn't asking you that question?
What? I put in Y just to confuse the computer. Like, the computer going, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Stop it!
Yeah.
Oh, look, last week, I was walking, home with him, and I went, he was saying something stupid, and I went, I've got a competition for next week. Let's do a phone-in, and it's called Karl Pilkington, Genius or Fool.
Yeah.
Right? And he went, no. I went, why not? He went, well, it'd be confusing, because they say there's no difference between genius and being a fool.
You do that, don't you?
No, but it's rubbish, and people say there's a fine line between madness and genius, and, you know, it's a ridiculous soundbite. They don't say there's a fine line between a genius and an idiot.
Well, the people who do are idiots.
Yeah.
So what would you do there, though, just to sort of wrap that little thing up? What would you do? That lad loves his mum's milk.
What are you asking me to come up with?
No, I'm just...
A title for the story?
No, it's just what would you do? Right.
What do you mean, what would I do?
Well, it's causing a bit of a problem in the area, right?
What area?
In America, I think it was.
Oh, America are a problem, are they? George Bush is worried about this kid who's breastfeeding at 8.
Imagine it like this, right?
Right. No, so, Carl, what are you asking me? About this spurious story you saw on the internet?
I saw it on the internet. There's an 8-year-old lad, he likes his mum's milk. Yeah. And it's saying, is this right? Should it
No,
be
it's
going
not.
on?
But what
do you want Ricky to do about it? It's not his responsibility.
Yeah.
No, but the little town that he lives in, they're all causing an uproar, right? Going, this isn't right, you know, I can't let my kid play out in case he's in the garden with his mum getting a bit hungry, right? So,
oh, God.
What should they do? Because his mum's saying, well, he likes it.
Yeah.
And he, you know, so what do you do?
I don't know the laws.
No, but I'm not asking you to sort out the laws. I'm just saying, if you lived in that neighbourhood, what would you say? If you went up to him and said, look, everyone's getting a bit fed up with this, look.
I'd say, what would I do? What do you mean, what would I do? What are you asking me?
Right, it doesn't matter.
No, what are you asking me? What are you asking me and Steve and the public?
I'm just saying, say if you live next door to this woman.
Yeah.
Right? The kid's hungry, 8 years old. He's out playing on his bike and he goes, Mum, I'm getting a bit peckish, and he goes, alright, son. She whops one out. And he starts having his milk, right? You live next door, you're putting your washing out, and you see this going on. You're getting a bit sick of it, because it's gone on for months.
8 years, I see.
Why is it your business? Why are you such a nosy neighbour that you're concerned?
What would you do, Carl? Let's turn it back on him. What would you do?
What's your solution?
What would you do?
Well, I thought I'd say, right, why are you doing this? And she'd say, because he likes it. And I go, alright then, put it in a bowl first.
And you think that would sort that out?
No, because I was thinking about the whole thing, right, and you do that when you're a baby, and everything's alright, innit?
Yeah.
No one bats an eyelid at a little baby having a bit of milk from its mum's breast, right?
Yeah. You'd almost say it was natural.
But you grow out of it. It's like, you don't see. It got me thinking about things you don't see. And you don't see.
Did you put this into a computer? Show me things you don't see.
What else don't you see?
Well, you don't see, like, an old man having a Twix. You never...
So what?
You know the terrible thing about all this, Steve, is he's right.
You don't see an old man
I
eating a
know,
Twix.
that's a terrible thing.
So what they have got, right, they've made old man toffees, haven't they? They've come up with Werther's.
Is that a song? Oh, God. You don't see it.
No, listen now. So they've got their Werther's, right?
Yeah.
So,
look at him. You think he's giving a lecture at Oxford?
It's not going anywhere.
No, go on, sorry. Go on.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You grow out of things.
Yeah.
And the old man, I'm sure when he was a kid, he'd have a Twix.
Yeah.
But now it doesn't look right, so he's having...
It doesn't look right!
So...
Right.
I don't think Werther's originals were specially designed for old people. I think they were sweets that just happened to have been made for years. That's why old people eat them.
Yeah.
They didn't go, hang on, there's a market here. I've noticed old people aren't eating Twixes. Quick, let's make some old man sweets.
But the little advert, he gives it to his grandson as well, doesn't he? He goes, I have a Werther's original.
Oh, I think it cuts, though, before he throws it back in his face and goes, get me a Twix. And a damn curly-whirly, Grandad, you old fool.
Hey, thanks so much indeed for logging on. There is even more exclusive material and behind-the-scenes stuff about The Office on this web page.
That's the good thing about the internet, that you put loads of shit on there. Doesn't matter how long it is or how fucking boring it is. If you want to stay up all night watching something, you can. You will. When we went along to the BBC in about 1999, and they said, do you think it's going to be a sitcom? We went, yeah. I said, as long as I'm in it, we write it and we direct it. And they went, well, I said, no. I said, if I don't get the main role, we direct it and we write it, you can walk. And Steve went, in future, Rick, can I do the talking? He was a little bit worried that, as a nobody, I was laying down some ultimatums.
Specific demands from the off. But I think what was weird was, because Ricky had never set out to be an actor or a comedian, and he wasn't chasing fame and he wasn't desperate to be on the telly, his feeling was either we do it in the way that we think it'll work, or we don't. And it's, you know, he'd rather go back and do his regular job than sort of compromise it. And whereas I was panicked, you know, I was thinking, I want to be on the telly, I want to be famous and rich. What are you doing, you maniac, you stupid fat old maniac? So I was a bit more panicked, and I was trying to kind of... But somehow I think his kind of forcefulness worked to our advantage in the end, because you need that confidence in a way to sort of see your vision through.
But we've sort of kept that up. We've never taken anything to get a stepping stone. We've never compromised. We've never did things that we didn't want to do to get somewhere. And it sort of makes you bulletproof. If you really can walk away and just go, oh, OK, we'll leave it, then, you know, the bits that you're left with are your vision. Are where you've had total control, and I think that's quite important, because otherwise you're
if you're successful, otherwise you're just living in your car.
Oh dear. The thing that interests me about The Office, which was so brilliant and in a way educational, was that it, you know, revealed the tremendous flowing emotions that happen inside an office. You know, a lot of sitcoms have to do with family, a lot of sitcoms have to do with friendship, and everybody knows all those dynamics, and then you underestimate sort of how complex the lies are that we tell in the workplace.
Everything happens in the workplace. I think the fact that it seemed small, that it was literally just an office, is exactly the point. I think you could go into a shoe shop or a place where they sold ties, and it would be equally compelling.
Because we were so naive, though, we were thinking, well, there's not going to be any actors that will be able to be convincing and real and naturalistic. We're going to need to, you know, grab people off the street. I mean, we had grand plans, you know, sort of auditioning in village halls all over England to find these real convincing people. And then we realised that real convincing people are terrible. That's why they're not actors. And that actually really good actors can just do an amazing job. And a lot of people always give us credit as though they say, was it improvised? Was lots of it improvised? But it's the actors who are just so good at making those lines seem real.
We knew that as well. It's 99.9%, you know, in the script, and so we needed people to do that like they were saying it for the first time, and there's the real skill. But we did want unknowns, and we kept to that. We didn't want people who'd been, you know, in soap operas, and so because we wanted people to suspend their disbelief long enough, just for the first 2 minutes, to think, is this real? Is this a real documentary? And I think we sort of got that to a certain extent.
One of the things that Gervais and Merchant have really got right, that so many people get wrong in comedy, in sitcoms, is that if you're going to have a character who is a twat and a bit obnoxious and whatever, the way to make them watchable is to make them also lovable.
I think that David Brent is probably a good boss for a paper company, you know? I think that, you know, he's big on morale. He's entertaining. I don't know, like, I think people would sort of be fortunate to have David Brent as a boss at that stage in the game. But maybe I'm just thinking that as a guy who I would just be laughing constantly at this guy, you know?
It must be really exhausting being Brent, mustn't it? It's you are looking around and at a room full of people plus a camera and needing to assess really quickly in your head how you have to be to please each one, make each one think you're funny, and each one respect you. And you can't do it, you know, with everyone. I'd be exhausted if I were him. I wouldn't have it in me.
I liked Tim very much. I really liked him. He didn't seem a million miles away from me in terms of his sense of humour or in terms of his self-deprecation and his... This is a dangerous thing to say now, but in terms of his wit, you know, I like funny stuff and he likes funny stuff and he sort of likes taking the mick and so do I.
Tim's job is to just, sort of like Chandler's job was, to just be an observer of all of it and, you know, let us in. You know, he's the guy that is making fun of it and making comments about it and letting the audience know it's okay to laugh at the ridiculousness of this, you know.
Tim, of course, is us. Tim is the normal audience watching. And, you know, Tim's look to camera was sort of saying, are you getting this? This is what I put up with every day. So that was very important as well, because he was, you know, surrounded by idiots. And he was the sort of dissatisfied Socrates in a room of satisfied fools.
We had spent so long talking about the characters and people from our own lives that were like those people that we sort of had quite vivid ideas of what they should look like and sound like and be like. So I suppose we were sort of looking for actors that could...
Which turned out to be naive because, of course, for example, Gareth was meant to be quite a strapping sort of squaddy type. And we, you know, were looking for those types. But, of course, when Mackenzie walked in, that went out the window.
I knew from the moment I read the script that this was the one I had to get if I was gonna have a chance at having a career in acting. You know, I'd been doing bits and pieces of TV and I've been slogging around the stand-up circuit for a decade, and this was the one that stood out. The script was just so good, and I knew that this was the one I definitely had to get, and so I had my heart set on it, yeah.
Gareth said these such awful things, but in such a delicate way, and I've never seen it done before. I've never seen, you know, someone who really should be this kind of big old red-faced, sweaty bloke saying all these ghastly things, but it wasn't. It was sweet Mackenzie, who is such a nice person in real life, that I loved the juxtaposition of it, and I thought it worked brilliantly.
Subconsciously, he's probably disappointed to find himself in this position in life, but he can compensate for that by having these delusions of grandeur and giving himself a title and making out he's a bigger person than he is, more important than he is, and it gets more respect than he actually does. So yeah, the title is very important to him, and his desk space is very important to him, and yeah, his pseudo-macho hobbies are very important to him. They all make him into this person that he wants to be, rather than this little man that he actually is.
The first time I went in, I just read with the casting director. The second time I came in, I read with Ricky. And I loved that because you could actually, because I knew that he was going to play Brent, you could actually see things come to life, and you could see what road they were going to take in terms of style. Sometimes I went in for one script that I actually did like, and then in the audition it was like, come on, bigger, 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 think pantomime times a million, and I'm not very good at that. I'm you know, sort of a one-trick pony, and kind of I'm always asked to sort of, you know, speak up, and so The Office was sort of perfect for me because I could just sort of kind of be myself.
I do think it is one of the great casting triumphs of British television. I mean, I keep being haunted by that sense of how revolutionary the casting seemed and the performance style. But every single one of those characters is so perfectly cast, and in a sort of new, informal way. It's not a big, rounded, performed thing. It was just a way of finding people who would fit that style perfectly. And when you do cast things, you realise that you're always casting for style. Someone can come in and be very funny, but they're not right for you. They're funny in a slightly different way. Their tone is slightly bigger or smaller. And I think the perfection of the casting, you know, all credit has to go to them for that, for how perfect everybody was, as it were, right down to the glory of Keith.
Well, I'm starting my trip on Mount Death tomorrow morning, or whatever it is. Wasn't really worrying about it that much, and then it's just suddenly hit me. It's big. It's a big hill. I mean, it even looks high up on that, look. There's clouds by the side of it. And now you're giving me all this clobber. Hook shot. In case I need that, because it's high up. Bombshy. Never heard of that. Don't know what that does. Some sort of foodage. When I left home, that's what I brought, a bit of walnut. I thought a nice stroll, some chocolate, enjoy the view. I said to Suzanne, I'm sick of it. She's going, you need to do it when I get a new kitchen. We're at the beginning now. The track's not that bad, is it? Pretty flat. A bit harder now, isn't it? Shit, it's not a hill, is it? It is a proper mountain. It's best not looking up. It's always best not knowing how far you've got to go or anything, really.
All right, boy. Thought I'd arrange a little break from the road. I know you're into your body popping and, you know, singing and little donkey and that when you were younger. So I thought you'd fit right in. All right, boy. See you later.
I'm shattered, do you know what I mean? And now I've got to turn into Lionel Blair. Just like that. Right, get a load with this. When Suzanne's mum does a Sunday dinner, it's like that on a plate. Piled mash, Yorkshire pudding. It's like that, honestly. We don't talk for the first half an hour because we can't see each other. Just sat behind mounds of food. And even though I'm hungry, I go, I can't eat all that. That's that for me. I've been overfaced. Well, I'm prepared to give it a go. Jesus. I mean, I know I look a knob. I always do in a helmet.
I wonder if it's these shoes. Biggest thing, second biggest thing on the planet. Yeah, there's a fact for you if you want it to look good.
What's the biggest thing?
Elephant, isn't it? Second, that's it is. Why do you question everything? I know some facts.
Haven't you been whale watching on this series?
I've always thought it'd be handy having a volcano close to hand, just to get rid of, you know, old mattresses, old chest of drawers you don't want. It's a pain in the arse at home, isn't it, when you've got to call the council 25 quid a time. Chuck it in that big hole. I'd love that at home. Some sort of big burning hole that you just chuck stuff in. Is it good luck to throw anything in? You're not allowed? What's the point in having it then? Okay, now. I'm not that happy being this close. Bloody hell. The size of that. What is that doing there? Right, that's hot now. That's mental.
It was recently announced that the lifespan of the 3DS is coming to an end. You'll no longer be able to make purchases on the 3DS eShop by March of 2023, and the closeout's coming in waves starting in May. So I'm going to go ahead and make a video highlighting a checklist you might want to run through before the 3DS eShop closes, since you won't have it for long. This video is really going to be for those of you who like the 3DS and its library, maybe aren't into emulation, and want to be able to play games that may go unplayable in a legal format forever after 2023. We're going to start with some freebies you can get, and then move on to my recommendations for what to buy before the eShop closes forever. I am a hardcore collector, so this list is long. This list is basically anything I found of any gameplay value on the 3DS or Wii U eShops. This checklist is based off the North America 3DS eShop since I'm in America. Now don't panic buy or make rash decisions since you have some time left, and the list of actual exclusives to the eShop is limited. And another thing, do you have a My Nintendo account and a Nintendo Switch? Most non-DLC purchases on the eShop can get you gold points on your My Nintendo account to spend on the Switch eShop, but only if they're properly linked. I didn't realize my accounts were not all properly linked before I made the bulk of my purchases, so I definitely missed out on some big cash, but you can still earn some points to use towards Switch purchases. So I'm going to go in order of what I believe is important. Even if you don't have a huge budget for gaming, there are plenty of freebies you can get as long as you have a 3DS, a memory card, and an internet connection. One thing to note before I dive into the freebies that are being offered is that you will want to upgrade your memory with an SD or microSD card if you haven't already. The 3DS internal memory is piddling, and even the freebies will warrant more than a 16GB card if you want them all. While some sources give the official supported maximum as a 64GB card, you can actually use a 128GB card like I do, as long as you format it first. If you really want to experience the 3DS's digital library the intended way, or are a big game collector, I suggest investing in a decent sized card. One other thing to note is, while you can get SD cards to raise overall storage, DSiWare is limited to only being executable from your completely limited system memory. You can still back up the game's files to an SD card so you'll never lose them even when offline, but it basically boils down to only having a set number of DSi games playable at a given time without swapping them out in SD storage, thereby losing their save file. This really hurts RPGs and high-score based games, but there's not much you can do without homebrew or jailbreaking, and you can still technically play any DSi game at any given time, you'll just lose save data when you swap them back and forth between memories. I broke the list of freebies down into categories: single player, multiplayer, either, tools, trailers, and themes, and we're going to tackle single player games first. If you like Pokemon, you're in luck. There are 6 Pokemon freebies, and I'll start with my favorite, Pokemon Shuffle. While this one, Picross, and Rumble World are free to play with in-app purchases, they really are playable for free, which is what we're going to have to deal with once payments go offline. This is especially so for Pokemon Shuffle, which I've been playing since it came out many years ago. I can't remember ever spending money on it, and there are numerous guides to catching and training top-tier competitive teams floating around. I do say competitive in quotes since the competitions are for high scores, but you'll also want guides for the single-player content. Especially for puzzle lovers, I recommend this one. Despite being another puzzle game, Pokemon Picross is a different story. While both have their similar elements of waiting to play unless you pay, Picross is a little less exciting and has less overall content than Shuffle in my opinion. I do like Picross, and I do like this game overall, but I'd say Shuffle is more of a priority if you're struggling with block space. Still, it's free, and you can get the same feel of catching Pokemon that you get from other games, to a smaller degree of course. Now if you want more action-oriented gameplay as well as that catching and collecting kind of feeling, Pokemon Rumble World's a great free-to-play game which features actual Pokemon battles in real time. This one has good content even for free. Do be sure to check out Rumble U on the Wii U, which is exclusive to its eShop and uses these proto-amiibo figures. That brings us to the Pokemon Special Demos: Detective Pikachu, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and Sun and Moon. I never played Detective Pikachu, but there is a special free demo version of it on the eShop that takes you through some of the basic gameplay you can expect in the game. Unlike other demos, the demos I'm listing here can be used infinitely with no restrictions like the non-special demos with limited times to use them. Maybe you only get a little content out of this detective demo, but you can always revisit it later, a special property among these 3DS demos. Likewise, there are two semi-legitimate Pokemon experiences in special demo form: the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire demo and the Sun and Moon demo, which similarly have you playing some small missions in their regions and enact real Pokemon battles. You can gain experience, and you can even send special Pokemon or other gifts to the full game version. Nothing spectacular, of course, but an unlimited use demo that lets you experience Pokemon and can interact with their full counterparts is worth downloading if you can stomach their high storage usage. That's it for the Pokemon content among the freebies, but they're all worth trying out, at least since they won't be obtainable after March 2023 if you haven't downloaded them once before. I'll briefly go into the other single-player special demos now. The Puzzle Dragons plus Mario Bros. Demo version is another puzzler with some RPG elements. I never bought the full game, but this one is more free and limited use puzzle gameplay for those wanting a free way to spend their time. If you liked the RPG entries listed so far, then you should try the Bravely Second demo and the Monster Hunter Stories demo for a good amount of content in a fantasy RPG setting. I believe the Monster Hunter demo can transfer progress over to the full version as well in case you get hooked. WarioWare is especially fun for small bites of time, which makes the WarioWare Gold special demo entertaining for much longer. That's it for the single-player demos, but there's more single-player free content in the next few apps. Now we're going to talk about Stretchmo and Rusty's Real Deal Baseball. Both of these games have one thing in common, which is that they come with a little playable demo, again unlimited use, but encourage purchasing gameplay packs in different ways. For Stretchmo, you can purchase a few different worlds, each with puzzles to overcome. Stretchmo and the rest of the games in the series are all entertaining and adorable puzzlers, so I paid for all the worlds. If you don't get hooked on the free demo it offers, then maybe delete it to make some space. Similarly, Rusty offers a baseball demo, but you can buy other baseball-oriented games and even get items while playing to try and haggle with them on real money prices. The baseball demo's cute for a moment, but if you like the gameplay, definitely buy Cage Match for challenging hits, Volley Bats for local multiplayer action on a single DS, and Batmaster for crafting custom bats to use in the other games. One of the best things you can download for free is the Nintendo Badge Arcade. I swear this thing is rigged, but it still offers free plays every day to try and obtain special decorations you can use on your home screen, making a house a home. You can definitely obtain most badges with the free plays it gives you, as long as you have more skill than I seem to. Regardless, the ability to decorate your 3DS home screen for free is a must-have, even if this monster takes up so much space, even more than it says up front, kinda like hidden fees when you're buying a car. Another must-have in my opinion is the RPG Maker player. If you have RPG Maker FES, you can make your own RPG games for the 3DS and upload them online. But who cares, since you can download this for free and play all those uploaded games. Are they all good? No. But there are some good ones, and you can filter by rating and popularity and get some free RPGs to spend way more time on than the aforementioned demos. If you enjoy RPGs, or even visual novels and puzzle adventures, you gotta get this one and stockpile up to 16 free games. Now, if you have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, you can use Amiibo, or you can use this adapter if you have a different model. If you can use Amiibo and own at least one Amiibo, then you should download Mini Mario and Friends Amiibo Challenge, another puzzler in the Mario vs. Donkey Kong series that uses Amiibos to unlock levels. If you scan compatible Amiibos, you can get great content out of this one. This one's also available on Wii U, so if you want to save space on your 3DS, you can just get it on Wii U instead. And if all that appeals to you, then also check out Amiibo Tap on the Wii U as well for similar content. Lastly on the strictly single-player list is Miitopia Casting Call, which is less of a game and more of a little interactive comedy demo. Funny and worth having if you have oodles of space on your card, but definitely not a priority for regular gamers. Alright, now for those of you who care about multiplayer or may own multiple 3DSs, these games are focused on multiplayer and use local multiplayer so they can be used indefinitely and offline. First up is the Zelda Triforce Heroes Special Demo. Now this one only has one playable level in this demo version, but if you have friends with 3DSs, it's fun to mess around as 3 Links for a while. However, the priority member of this smaller list is Metroid Prime Blast Ball, which feels more like a full game, since it's more of its own game meant to spread the word about Federation Force. This can be played 3v3, or you can have bots fill in if you and only one friend are playing. Think of a smaller and somewhat clunkier Rocket League, with mechs firing energy beams at the ball to make goals or destroy opponents. You can even unlock skins. Worth having if you have a friend with a 3DS, since this kind of gameplay has replay appeal. This next one is a little less important, but still pretty valid. Mario Party Star Rush is an underrated Mario Party game, and if a friend has one copy, you can use this app to join in a multiplayer game. Useful if you and a sibling have only one copy between you so that you can still play as long as you both have 3DSs. It also comes with one minigame you can play right out the gate for practice, and you can actually level up your profile and transfer that save data over if you do get the full game. Now for the list I call Either, which contains games I felt could be played alone or with friends in meaningful ways. I'll start with Monster Hunter 4 and Monster Hunter Generations, which have a few levels each you can adventure and fight monsters in, either alone or with friends. They each have much more content than the Zelda experience, since that was focused on a limited-time online service and supports 4 players instead of just 3. Another free-to-play game with in-app purchases is Team Kirby Clash Deluxe, which has fighting gameplay from the Kirby Clash title mixed with some light RPG elements, and multiplayer mode for cooperative missions. Nothing crazy when compared to a lot of other MMOs, but it has single-player gameplay and cooperative gameplay with gear to collect and challenging bosses to take on. Lots of content here if you're willing. If space isn't an issue, then you should also try the Kirby Battle Royale special demo. After playing a short story demo, you can play a few single-player and multiplayer challenges each day, and even unlock a new game type and new ability, and then send points to the full version if you get it. Then there are 2 games which use the Rusty and Stretch Mode model. Ironfall Invasion offers a free demo mode which has a single-player mission and a limited multiplayer mode. You can buy the unlocked content for $20, but I say don't bother. The single-player mission isn't anything to shake a stick at, but if you and friends want an over-the-shoulder shooter for local multiplayer, you can have 6 players duke it out with the machine guns and grenade launchers. If you have a new Nintendo 3DS XL, you can even use the C-Stick for a pseudo-dual-stick experience. Definitely worth downloading if you know some people who like Gears of War Lite on 3DS. Similarly, Steel Diver Sub-Wars, the sequel to Steel Diver, has a similar premise, where you have shooting-based gameplay that can be played with local multiplayer groups. You can purchase the unlocked content for only $10 and even buy some extra submarines from a separate shop if you just want some extra content. But even just for free, you get 2 single-player missions and a great time in multiplayer. I put 2 more apps on this list as Either, but they're less games and more of a replacement for PictoChat on the old DS system. SwapNote and SwapDoodle are these drawing applications that can be used to exchange notes with others, or at least SwapNote used to be. Now it just saved any notes you had from before the service went down in favor of SwapDoodle. You can still use it like a drawing tool and save your notes though, so I kept it. SwapDoodle is the newer and still functioning form with a free starter pack for extra note save slots and some other extras available. In SwapDoodle, you can still send notes to others, and there are purchasable packs of different lessons and tools, some based on Nintendo properties. Not a priority by any means, since fewer and fewer people will use these apps and other features like Spot Pass and Street Pass, but worth having if you have tons of empty space. Now the less fun stuff. Tools! These are utility apps that serve some minor functions. The Monster Hunter 3 tool is mostly used to move save data between the 3DS and Wii U versions of the game. Similarly, the Monster Hunter Generations tool can move data to the Switch version from the 3DS. The Save Data Transfer tool is for moving save data from a physical version of a game to a digital version of the same game. Don't sweat these ones too much unless you own a Monster Hunter game or have both a digital and a physical version of another game. However, if you care about Pokemon, you will need to download the Pokemon Bank and Transporter apps. These tools are going to eventually be made free to use and are how you house and transfer Pokemon from Generations 3 up through 7 and then move them to Pokemon Home. So they're must-haves if you own any of those generations. Furthermore, if you have the Virtual Console version of Generation 1 or 2 games on your 3DS, this is used for their transfers as well. You can download the Poke Transporter app from within the Pokemon Home app itself. Now the least useful of all of these isn't really a tool, I just put it here since it's not really a game per se. It's Photos with Mario, an AR card app that lets you take photos of Mario characters in different locations as long as you have the right cards. It's basically useless unless you have one of the compatible cards, but it is free and maybe you'll get a pack in the future, off eBay, only worth having if you can spare the space. That's all for applications, but there are a few trailers that are free. Definitely only look at these if you have tons of space, i.e. a 128GB card or something like that. You can download the trailers for Kid Icarus Uprising, Donkey Kong Country Returns, Zelda A Link Between Worlds, and Metroid Samus Returns. You can also download a video with some clips relating to Halloween-themed levels in gaming. These are just videos, but cool and or cute things to look back on, especially since some of the footage shows previous builds of the game with different graphics. Not a priority by any means, but I like preserving these things for some reason. And finally, for the freebies are the themes. There are several 3DS themes that you can still get for free, most of them listed in a free section in the theme shop. However, I found one bundle of themes that was free but listed instead in the game-specific section, the Gurumin themes. I'll touch on Gurumin later, but it's an adorable game and the themes appear to be free for everyone. I thought at first it was because I had Gurumin 3D purchased, but I do have some spare 3DSs with different accounts on them and it was free on each of them too, so you should check it out. The other free themes are neat too, more interesting than basic colors in my opinion. And while you're here, buy any other themes you would want to since it won't be possible down the road. I want to mention one more thing before I go into my recommended picks for the eShop. These are not immediately going away, but for those of you who have the space, you should consider downloading updates to popular games that you may get down the line, or games that you have now. These can be found by filtering the search and putting the max price at 0. Some of these updates improve stability or fix glitches, and one day they may go away. But no pressure since they're not in any immediate danger. Just something to think about. Oh, and I wanted to mention 2 other little free things that you can get if you haven't already. In the Street Pass Me Plaza, you can get one of 2 free games, a stock market game and a slot car racing game, but I assume most of you have already as long as you've been using the Street Pass Me Plaza. And another freebie you can get as long as you have a My Nintendo account, Flipnote Studio 3D, which is a successor to the Flipnote Studio on DSi. Okay, now for a rapid fire of the games that I want to recommend. I'm just going to give brief descriptions or even just put up a second of gameplay so that you can know whether or not you want to look into that particular game. Let's start with the list I'm going to call priority games in no particular order. And I have purchased most of, if not all of the following titles on some system. This is just how I spend my paycheck. Not all games I list will technically be eShop exclusives, but many of the games on this list will either be difficult or impossible to legally play otherwise, especially the DSiWare titles. First off is Photo Dojo. Do you like fighting games or beat-em-ups? This is either with local multiplayer off of one DS, and you can be the fighter. While not a very deep game, it is a really fun one I've been playing since I was younger. Next is Game & Watch Donkey Kong Jr. Actually, the whole library of Game & Watch is recommended, but if you have to pick just one, I like Donkey Kong Jr. the best. Dragon Quest Wars. Fans of strategy games need this one. It's got local multiplayer on a single DS, and features adorable Dragon Quest characters and a decently smart AI. Soul of Darkness is a pretty well-made Castlevania clone that utilizes camera functions and actually made a younger, edgier me cry with its ending. If you like Castlevania, you could do worse. Pokemon Battle Troze is for puzzle fans who wanted more than Pokemon Shuffle, and perhaps like the original Troze game. This one does have Nintendo polish. If you like the camera functionality of Face Raiders, Pokemon Dream Radar is a fun way to scratch that itch and give rewards to the Gen 5 games at the same time. I always champion side games that interact with the main series. I'm going to go ahead and recommend the entire Level 5 eShop exclusive lineup, but the best are definitely Crimson Shroud, Attack of the Friday Monsters, and Liberation Maiden, as I'm sure you've seen in the other eShop videos. There's a reason these are on everyone's lists. Pocket Card Jockey is also on everyone's list for the eShop grabs. This game has the Game Freak touch for sure. If you're a retro fan, you'll be looking at the Virtual Console games, and you should. While not really exclusive to the 3DS, they may be easier for you to play here. That goes doubly for the Mysterious Murasame Castle, which is a Japan-only title. This is pretty much the only way a Westerner can play this game without emulation, and is very good for an early Famicom game. Similarly, check out Earthbound Beginnings, which was a Famicom game released with an English patch here on the Wii U. Also on Wii U is Kuru Kuru Kururin, a game that never came to the US when it was on GBA, but now it's here on Wii U, and it's a great mix of puzzle, time attack, and physics. Also check out Sin and Punishment on Wii U, since that's another game the US didn't get, and instead we only got its sequel on Wii. I always thought this next one was related somehow to Murasame, but it's just another Nintendo samurai game. Sakura Samurai is a very artful game that makes really good use of the 3D effect. If you like Street Pass, you need to check out the Me Plaza games. I went ahead and got them all, but at least for your free game, get Slot Car Racing. I would also recommend Me Force and Monster Manor the most from the others, though I do think they all offer a fun experience with interactions from other players if you can get a Street Pass. Also take a look at the premium paid update for Street Pass Plaza, which adds a few small features. The next one you might skip since there are other games in the series with very similar gameplay, but I do adore the Yumi series, especially Yumi's Odd Odyssey, a puzzle platformer on 3DS. Maybe skip it if you have its sequel on Switch. This DSiWare exclusive is a mix of stealth and puzzle gameplay, a clever game called SKP Go. I've been playing this one since I was younger, and it has a little storyline about an amnesiac who's pursued by assailants, and challenging gameplay along with it. Another one I grew up with, Elemental Masters, is one of those TCG role-playing games set in a fantasy world. Kinda similar to Puzzle Quest in the setup, but the gameplay is more like a side card game from a regular RPG, like the one in Final Fantasy VIII, or the Digimon TCG in Digimon World 3 or Pazaak. I'm currently having a lot of fun playing Chibi Robo Photo Finder. Now, I never had or played the original Chibi Robo, but I did play Park Patrol on DS and thought it was fun, and this one scratches that similar itch. Consider getting Inazuma 11, a soccer RPG game that does not get many releases in the US, though if you're in the JP or PAL regions, there were many released in the series. I love when RPG elements and stories get mixed with non-traditional setups like sports or random careers. Take a look at the other members of the Pushmo series, like Pushmo and Crashmo, if you like Stretchmo enough to buy the level packs, that is. Also check out Pushmo World on Wii U. I'm addicted to them all right now. Also, if you do care about Pokemon, then grab the Game Boy and Game Boy Color Virtual Console versions, since they have connectivity with the other games, as I mentioned before. Long story short, this is the only legit way to transfer Gen 1 and Gen 2 originating Pokemon up to the new games. It's also one of the only legit ways to shiny hunt Celebi, since Crystal comes with the special Celebi event preloaded. If you like the BlazBlue series, consider the DSiWare game BlazBlue or the 3DS game BlazBlue Clone Phantasma. Neither's amazing, but still decent side games for lovers of the BlazBlue story or already own a game like X-Blaze Code Embryo on PS3 for the story. And go ahead and look at Pro Jumper and Radio Hammer while you're on the Arxis and Axis pages in the eShop. Birds and Beans and Paper Airplane Chase are WarioWare micro games for sure, emphasis on micro, but both have addicting high score-based gameplay. Birds and Beans has an unlockable second mode, and Airplane Chase has single DS multiplayer mode. A similar title, Spotto has simple gameplay, but physics-based games are always a treat. If you own or care about Smash Bros. On Wii U, you can get this cheap app to use your 3DS as a controller for the Wii U version. Touch Battle Tank Tag Combat and Tank Troopers are the two better tank-based games I've found, though Tanks vs. Ants looks decent. If you only get one, I recommend Tank Troopers, since Touch Battle Tank Tag Combat, that is a mouthful, needs a second copy to play multiplayer, while Tank Troopers can use download play. 80s Overdrive is a classic retro racer that reminds me of Victory Run or Final Lap Twin, and you guys know I love Final Lap Twin. It does lack an open world to explore like Final Lap Twin, but the racing feels nice and the upgrade system helps with that RPG feel. Another similar title is Gotcha Racing, which has a similar mechanic, but a vastly different, cutesier art style. Take your pick, they're both fun to play. There are 3 Kirby games that are kind of leaving with the eShop. Kirby Fighters Deluxe, DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, and Kirby's Blowout Blast. All this alliteration. These are expansions upon minigames from the mainline titles, and are all fun. I do like the multiplayer fighting aspect of Fighters Deluxe, but the gameplay gets reused in the free-to-play Team Kirby Clash as mentioned before. Blowout Blast is a well-made 3D platforming action game, and DDD's Drum Dash is a rhythm game that somehow reminds me of some of the bonus stages in Klonoa on GBA. All are worth getting in my opinion since they have that Nintendo polish. This is the part of the video where I realized it was going to take way too long to capture all of the 3DS footage manually like I've been doing, and I wasn't experienced enough to edit it all together and keystone it correctly. So from here on out, we're mostly going to be looking at the 3DS eShop listings and other very small clips, and I might have to cut some things down. But we're going to get all the names out there of the games that I think are important. Another rhythm platformer everyone's talking about is Harmonite, which I personally think may be a little overhyped, but I still think it's a great game, and it's a shame it's going away. Take a look at Maestro Green Grove as well if you have the system storage to spare. There are a lot of good shoot-'em-ups that will be going away. Karis, the Beast of Re-Eden is not an amazing game, but is based on a Japan-only shoot-'em-up that we didn't get here, and I love it when games get this import treatment years later. Another game to get a similar import was Rekka, which is an astoundingly hard and fast-paced game. The Turvy Strike Back is a unique game in which you turn the DS upside down to play, and has single DS multiplayer mode. Can you tell yet that I love single DS multiplayer mode as a feature? I really liked Advance Wars back in the day too. Galaxy Saver is another well-made shoot-'em-up which does have local wireless play, though 2 copies are needed. Still, single player is worth its price tag. Nano Assault DX is another one I've had for a while and gives a unique spin on the genre and has good 3DS effects for those who actually care. Also check out the litany of shoot-'em-ups under the GG label. Search for the publisher Good Vision Corporation, as most are well made. They're pretty cheap, though they lack all the extras, modes, and pizzazz of some other titles. Still, cheap and fun for most games under this label, and they're not just shoot-'em-ups. Also take a look at Kokuga, Chain Blaster, and Steel Empire. And while not really a shoot-'em-up, Affordable Space Adventures on the Wii U is a great game with co-op gameplay, flying a ship around dangerous space. Though you can get this next action-adventure title on other systems like the PSP, the 3DS version of Gurumin 3D does have a unique feature in the 3D visuals, something which can be said of any game ported here, but Gurumin is also a terrific and cheap game which often goes on sale. Fans of puzzle and adventure visual novels should try out the Parascientific Escape series and Cold Case Investigations Distant Memories. I loved 999 on DS, and these help scratch that itch when I'm on the go. For golf lovers, especially those who like golf games with mild RPG elements like I do, look at Fun Mini Golf Touch, as it's cheap and has plenty of unlockable options and upgrades. Also look at Let's Golf 3D and True Swing Golf Express for similar features. Here's an odd one, I don't know how to classify this. Alien on the Run is kind of an action game that has a weird but comical premise with fun gameplay and a pretty cheap cost. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the Mario vs. Donkey Kong games we're losing. I loved the original Mario vs. Donkey Kong on GBA as a kid, and also played a bunch of Donkey Kong 94. Minis March Again features a Lemming-style gameplay and has a level editor adding replay value. Minis on the Move brings the series into a 3D space and has unlockables as well as over 200 stages. Tipping Stars is slightly expensive for this list at $20, but you get a Wii U copy as well. The aforementioned Amiibo Challenge is part of this series, but like I said, it's free as long as you have an amiibo that works with it already. One thing to note about Tipping Stars is, unless they patch it before the shop goes down, you can't actually unlock everything in the game. There was an unlock feature in there based on the Miiverse, which is now offline, so you have to pick what you buy in the shop. Kinda sucks, but maybe they'll fix it. Either way, it's still worth grabbing for the single-player content. Now, if you're a fan of puzzle games and Dr. Mario, take a look at Dr. Mario Express for a cheap way to play the original game, or snag Dr. Mario Miracle Cure for extra gameplay modes. And then also check out Dr. Luigi on the Wii U. I never got into this series until now, but the mix of action and tower defense in the Dylan series is interesting. The third game is quite expensive at $40, but is probably the best of the three. Still, they're all good and gonna be gone forever until further notice. Die-hard fans of the WarioWare series should get WarioWare Snapped. This one uses the camera as its sole control scheme, like the Kinect, to mix results. Even though it's short and maybe a tad off-kilter, it's truly got the spirit of WarioWare, and like the other titles, even messing up on it's funny. Similarly, Face Pilot is like Pilot Wings, but with your face as the controls, and probably controls better than the Kinect. Alright, so now I'm going to go into a long list of RPGs. Action RPGs, traditional JRPGs, and everything in between, since there are so many on the eShop, and I just can't stop buying them for some reason. Many of these go on sale frequently, and I'm a sucker for RPGs and would recommend any of these, really. Naturally, you're liable to pick one or two from the list, and you can't go wrong. Okay. Xenonia, Ash, Machine Knight, Infinite Dunamis, Cronus Arc, Alphadia, As Divine Cross, Unlucky Mage, Brave Dungeon, Cristorino, Journey to Crazia, Legna Tactica, The Abyss Quartet, The Witch and Hero series, the X-Cave trilogy, The Legend of Dark Witch series, Demon King Box, Bonds of the Skies, Dragon's Sinker, Faerun, Crystal Adventure, Kingdom's Item Shop, Adventure Bar Story, Adventure Labyrinth Story, Symphony of Eternity, Dragon Lapis, Crystal Monsters, Pick Dun 2, The River City series, Weapon Shop de Omasei, Absolute Baseball, Ikachan, The Keep, the Denpa Men series. Now, I don't regret buying any of these, and I am being completely honest, though I'm a bit of a collecting nut. If a bunch of random names being thrown out at you didn't grab your attention, then at least please look at Weapon Shop de Omasei and the Denpa Men games. Weapon Shop de Omasei is a comedic rhythm RPG game about being the guy who forges weapons for traditional RPG characters. This one is a funny one to play right after playing one of the traditional JRPGs off this list. The Denpa Men is a great one where you can use the camera to capture little flying green screen technicians and form a dungeon-going party. Also, I want to mention Unchained Blades here. It is on the PSP, but we all know about the PSP shop, so maybe grab it here since it's a great dungeon crawler in first person with huge battles. Okay, cool. I'm going to take a break from the RPGs. Here are some other mentions. Xscape is a sequel to a Japan-only shooter which pushed graphical limits back in the day on the Game Boy. This one isn't pushing any limits now, but it reminds me a lot of Red Alarm on the Virtual Boy in like a good way, so you should check it out if you like those. It's also very Star Foxy. Sky Piece is a game about boarding in the sky and getting high scores. It's pretty addicting. Super Strike Beach Volleyball is a cute little volleyball game, and I know that doesn't sound mega interesting, but I swear I love these simple little games as a break in between serious games. The Queen TV Game 2 is a really indescribable game, and with profanity, but for some reason it was only 2 cents, so yeah, I bought it, and you can too, for 2 cents. It's basically free. There are some Ace Attorney games that are only on the eShop and on mobile, so unless you want to play those on your phone or wait for the remaster, then get it here. Lionel City Builder 3D is another relaxing game, and it's about trains. Enough said. Pirate Pop Plus is a simple game that reminds me of old LCD games like the Tiger Electronics games. It's cute, and I think the pirate is the same guy from Runbow, but I could be wrong about that. Conveni Dream and Gourmet Dream are also simple, relaxing, little cute shop management games, and they're always fun to have on the go. Resident Evil The Mercenaries 3D is not really exclusive here, but the only other versions of the game I could find were the iOS versions, which only work on the older iPods anyway. I did buy it on my old iPod back in the day, and it is a fun one. So yeah, it may as well be exclusive to the eShop, and this version does have 3D capabilities anyway. Not so many shooters on 3DS, but if Ironfall's demo was enough for you, then you're probably fine without it. The Electroplankton series is a weird one, but they're exclusive here and all pretty cheap. At least get Hannenbau since they made this one into a Smash Bros. Stage. The Mighty series has a couple games exclusive here, like Mighty Milky Way and Mighty Flip Champs. All of them are quality platformers. Ancient Tribe is another cute little game that reminds me of Populous, if anyone remembers that one. Amiibo Battle is a different vibe, but also checks off the RTS-style gameplay. Moki Moki is a simple party game, but also has download play, so that makes it worth it to me and my extra DSs. Fighting/beat-em-up Cosmo Fighters also checks this box, and I love fighting games where only one copy is needed, like most fighting games on console. Man, more stuff should have been download play. Mononoke Forest has a similar aesthetic feel to Moke Moke, but their gameplay is completely different. Very cute though. The Spirit Hunters duo are like the Denpa Men, but if you like creatures better than weird men, then look at these ones. After Zoom is a similar concept, but the art's probably somewhere between Spirit Hunters quality and Denpa Men quality, which I didn't really like the Spirit Hunters creatures personally. Animal Puzzle Adventure actually got my attention for having a unique puzzle style. Another great puzzler is Banana Bliss Jungle Puzzles, which has you competing with your previous times and looking for hidden bonuses while trying to math out some platforming puzzles. Zombie Panic in Wonderland DX is a deluxe version of a WiiWare title, so if you're feeling salty that you missed some of the stuff on the last Nintendo Shop's death, you can save this one on the second go-around. A comical shooter that reminds me of Wild Guns and has good music. Another zombie game I like is Undead Storm Nightmare, which is a top-down shooter with download co-op. I love these kinds of games now more than ever. You should also check out Zombie Incident, and while you're on the Colavier publisher page, look at Words Up Academy, Monster Combined Tower Defense, Comic Workshop 2, and their aquarium games Deep Sea Creatures and My Aquarium 7 Oceans. This publisher has a lot of cute games, which I'm kind of a sucker for. Puzzle Labyrinth is a great first-person puzzler. Dot Eater's another first-person style game, but instead of puzzles, you basically become a first-person, time-traveling Pac-Man. Other puzzlers I want to mention are Snap Dots, Spin 6, Number Battle, Trajectile, Quetzal's Corridors, and Lincoln Launch. The Virtual Console version of Super Mario Bros. Advance 4 Super Mario Bros. 3 contains the e-reader DLC that never got released here otherwise, so if you like Mario, you should check it out. You may also want to check out Pokédex 3D Pro if you're a die-hard Pokemon fan, though it's a little pricey for what it is. It does have some quiz games to check your knowledge. And to wrap it up, here's a rapid fire of some smaller titles I still want people to check out before they fade into the past and obscurity. A Kappa's Trail, Luxley, Clash of Elementalists, Rhythm Heaven Megamix, Groove Heaven, The Usagi Duo, The Lost Town Duo, Sadame, Castle of Magic, Arrow Porter, Starship Damray, Gata Protectors, Defense of the Middle Kingdom, Dairojo Samurai Defense, Chronos Twins, Petit Novel Harvest December, Swords and Darkness, Grinsia, Creeping Terror, the Silver Falls games, which are apparently getting new releases soon, Fragrant Story, in case you didn't get a physical copy recently, Hazumi, Butterfly, Inchworm Animation 2, Amita's Path, Space Lift Danger Panic, Color Zen and Color Zen Kids, BitBoy Arcade and Puzzle Box Setup. Dress to Play Magic Bubbles. Escape Vector. Fluidity Spin Cycle. Crazy Construction. Cube Tactics. Pyramids. Ambition of the Slimes. Drancia Saga. Alchemic Dungeons. Jet Rocket 2. Siesta Fiesta. Bomb Monkey. Tokyo Crash Mobs. Art of Balance Touch. Gangstar 2. Flipper 2. Zoo Frenzy. Candle Root. Wizard Defenders. Flip the Core. Flametail. Metal Torrent. Penguin Patrol. Aura Climber. Smile Basic. Kersploosh. And Castle Conqueror Heroes. And that was the end of the list of specific titles. Whew! You should also check out specific publishers that you care about and see if anything strikes your fancy. Also check out the Virtual Consoles and 3D Classics, as well as the GG series for short, cheap arcade action. And finally, check for DLC. If you care about any DLC, such as the Fire Emblem DLC, get it while you can. I'll list some of the popular games that have DLC that you can buy. Fire Emblem Awakening, Fire Emblem Fates, that's the kicker right there unless you have the expensive special edition, and Fire Emblem Echoes. Senran Kagura 2, it has an extra playable character you can buy. The Monster Hunter games, they all have free little updates and extras. Persona Q. Super Smash Bros. Get all the characters. Theatrhythm. You can get some songs that you really should have gotten with the base game for the same price as an actual iTunes song. The Shin Megami Tensei games. Bravely Default. Mario Golf World Tour. Fantasy Life. The Harvest Moon series. The Etrian Odyssey series. Coldcept Revolt. RPG Maker FES. You can get some extra resources to build with. Hyrule Warriors Legends. And 7th Dragon 3 Code VFD. Alright, awesome. That's my huge, way too long checklist for the eShop before it closes. I know it was a long video, but you have to be thorough and complete when something like the finality of a closing bank of games happens. Thanks for watching, and I hope something on this litany of things educated you or helped inform you on what you want to get before it closes. If you have any comments or questions, I will definitely be in the comments on this one since this is my biggest project, and my first scripted video on the channel, and want feedback and to hear your picks in case I missed a big one. I'd be excited to hear about another one I can get before it's gone, so please share. Also, I want to mention that a lot of these games do go on sale, so maybe stock up on your credit and then wait until the last possible moment and grab anything that's on sale. Alright, thanks for watching.
Right, I'm 30 now. I can only remember being off 2 times.
Oh, his memory's going as well, you'll have to time off.
And both of them were when I was at school.
What's school?
One when it was windy.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
But to be honest, Carl, that lasted for 7 years. Your time off at school.
Why did you have time off? Because it was windy.
Were you windy, or was it windy outside?
No, it was like when...
Your auntie wasn't out the window, was she?
Yeah. When the winds were bad in the 70s, and my mum said, oh...
Was it? Whoa. What? I remember space operas and flares. I don't remember the winds being bad in the 70s.
Well, my mum just said, you might get blown into the road, so don't do that.
She had so much faith in you, didn't she? As a human being.
Is that why she got fired from the pie shop? I'm not coming in today, I might get blown into the road.
Oh, God.
The funny thing it was, right, Steve, they had this thing going at school, because a lot of people used to wag it back then. Right?
Used to what?
Wag it, sort of not go in.
Yeah.
Right. And, they sort of tried to make it interesting for you by giving you an
education.
A certificate if you did a full week.
Reward for the rest of your life with achievement. That sort of carrot.
And also, like, let you go home at 3 o'clock on a Friday. Right. If you'd done a full week and that.
Yeah.
So it was
it was lovely weather all week. Then it just sort of changed on a Friday, and I got up and it was all windy.
It's always windy for Friday on 7, isn't it?
Don't, you know, if you don't want, don't go in, because, you know, you might get blown into the road and that. So I said, all right, then I'll stay off. And,
so why did you told you to hold on to a fence or walk you there? What's this? Don't go out.
Immediately give up.
I love this getting blown into the road. Is that based on your cats that kept getting blown into the road?
Well, so I got to school on the Monday, right? And the teacher said, right,
a long time.
Today, to punish you, you're the only one who wrecked the whole week, right? Everyone else came in, you didn't. So everyone else is going home at 3 o'clock today, but you're not.
Brilliant. Serves you right, and
I wasn't bothered though. It was great because I said, "Well, you'll have to stay with me, won't you?" And it was great. So all I did for half an hour was doodle and stuff. It was great that afternoon.
Yeah.
And that was ages ago. That was like when I was about 8, and that's one of the times I was off ill.
Yeah.
So it was,
but that wasn't even ill. That was wind.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
So I'm growing up on this estate, and there was this woman about 4 houses down, right, who's a bit rough. Alright?
Didn't fancy her.
Oh, God, no. Right, but she had a baby.
Well, tell me about her first. I'm interested in this woman. What was she?
It was a very...
She looked like a man in a dress.
I mean, I didn't grow up in a posh house or anything, and I'm not saying that if you live in a bit of a rough house, you're a bad person.
What did she look like?
But anyone can clean up.
Looked like Tony Green with a fag on.
They didn't clean up much, right?
Oh.
Which, even if you've not got a lot of money, you can still try and make the place look nice.
Yeah.
Right? But she didn't, and a kid used to take a horse into the house.
Sorry. Whoa, Neddy. What do you mean a kid used to take a horse into the house? Where did he get a horse?
Must have nicked it from somewhere. Must have gone.
You've seen a horse with it? No.
What, is that from outside the saloon round the corner?
Yeah, was it just tied up with a bit of leather?
Right.
Oh, that's great. Did Big Jake come looking for it?
I'd been out.
Oh. No, sorry, let me get this. This was before the lynching stopped or after.
Where did he get a horse from? What do you mean he must have nicked it? His mum said, where'd you get that from? I bought it. Alright then, but keep it out of the kitchen.
I don't want you going Catlin rustling.
Where did he get a horse from, Carl? And how long did he have it for? Was he leading it or riding it? Mum, open the door, I can't stop!
I can't stop it. Open the patio door as well on me.
Looks like we got us a runaway. What do you mean?
I don't know, but the thing is they couldn't afford to buy one because they're not cheap. So I'm just guessing. Maybe that's wrong of me. But I think...
He had a horse?
Yeah, right. So
that's why the family didn't have any money. They'd spend it on the horse.
No, I don't think, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they would have bought it. So anyway...
Yeah, it's wise to whisper, Carl, in case they're listening.
Yeah. And
they could be in the room next door.
It's not buying it, it's keeping it as well. Oh.
So I was like in the car with my dad coming into the avenue, and you used to have to drive down it to turn round. And, and you know, sort of go back to our house.
You had the traditional method of transport. Yeah.
And the horse was in the lounge.
Reading a paper.
Just like walking around.
Oh God! What?
And when I was doing, I tried to earn myself some money once by flogging little flowers in plastic cups.
What? This is genius. It just keeps coming. What do you mean you tried to flog little flowers? What do you mean?
Wait. Let's play a record. Let's play a record and come back to this, because this story's going to just unravel and unravel. It's going to go for hours. Let's play a track,
deeper and deeper. It's like an onion, isn't it?
We've created a whole world here where there's a man living with a horse.
Just walking around the lounge.
I come from the West Country. I've never heard anything like that.
I just think of a big sort of like orange carpet and a rediffusion telly and this horse going, I'm fed up in here.
Exactly.
This is really...
I am not taking the rubbish out again.
Yeah.
Right, play a record. Let's have Velvet Underground. We've got that lined up.
Oh,
yeah, the classic from the first album. I'm Waiting for the Man. Let's come back to the horse in a second.
Little flowers in pots. What do you mean?
Underground and Nico, which apparently peaked at a disappointing 171 in the US charts.
Think of that.
And that's obviously Lou Reed, Velvet Underground, and Waiting for the Man.
Yeah, great track. So we were talking, we were doing White Van Man, and we got onto
genetically modified babies. But
and then
somehow
Carl started telling a story about someone with a horse, and then he got onto he was trying to make money selling flowers. Just do the flowers briefly.
Well, hang on, I just want to recap slightly. So there was a family, and who had the horse in the family?
It was
Because you lived on an estate in Manchester.
So the mother was a right pig, apparently. I don't know whether that's relevant.
You don't need to go that far.
But
what I'm trying to do is, like, make a picture for you so you understand.
What does she look like? Who did she look like?
Bit of a, and no disrespect to her, bit like Pauline
Quirky, yeah.
Right?
Okay, I knew you were going to say that. Yeah. I knew it was going to be Pauline. Did she have any tats?
I've never got that close to her.
Okay, alright.
So who had the horse? Was this her son or her husband?
No, her daughter.
Her daughter had stolen a horse?
Yeah, from, I don't know where, there was I think there was some stables down the road or something.
And they kept the horse in the house with them?
They kept it in the house.
Did they
didn't
get
have
caught?
It for long.
No.
Sorry, and you said you were in the house one day and you saw the horse in there?
What happened was, I was, they did this thing at school about raising money for charity, right? For some local charity. And they said you can do anything to raise money, and they came out with all these ideas, and I thought, that's good.
What was the charity?
Well, I don't know, I thought, forget the charity.
Yeah, that's just a good money making overweight. So, you're a charity.
So, so I asked my mum for some, because she used to have a lot of flowers around the house.
Sure.
I said, can I just take some snippings off them? And I'll go and buy some plastic cups. And got some soil out of the garden, planted the bits of plants in them.
Yeah.
Got a tray.
Yeah.
Had about 25 plants on it, selling them for 25 pence each.
Excellent. Did you sell any?
Yeah, so loads.
Did you just cut? You didn't just cut them and stick them in the soil?
Yeah, they want to survive. But I think people sort of thought, well, good on him for trying. But anyway, so I went round to theirs, because I thought their house could do with a bit of colour and stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's a bit rough. So as I went...
The horse went, thank God for that breakfast. They've been feeding me kitty cat.
So I got up to the door, and they opened the door, and it was one of them houses where no carpet.
Yeah, a horse in the living room.
You know.
We've all been there.
And the horse was walking around the living room.
Oh.
I looked quite happy and everything, because I always say that about animals.
Black Beauty was on.
Yeah. Well, think about it, right? If you were a horse, where would you rather be? In a little wooden hut with a load of hay, or in like a house with a
central heating,
3-piece suite and a telly and that?
Telly and that.
No, but I was saying this the other day.
And an Atari,
right? Yeah, I didn't go to school much because my mum and dad had a caravan.
Right.
No need, is there? No need when you've got that sort of fun at home.
Yeah. I used to just go away for weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yeah, honestly.
Where'd you used to go?
Port Maddock.
But
and so you didn't go to school much?
No, I did, but not as much as everyone else.
No.
How many holidays were your parents having? What was their income that they could...
No, my dad used to work nights, and he used to travel back, because to Manchester from Wales it wasn't that far. And
Manchester to Wales?
He used to do 4 on and 4 off, so me and my mum were like loving it.
But what Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
Just down the road from Port Merion, where they filmed The Prisoner.
Right.
Oh, so that's cleared up for me.
Yeah,
location-wise.
So what did you do then? You were in this little 2-berth caravan on the back of a Cortina estate.
Right.
Well, what was it? What was the car? I want the... what was
Granada,
it?
Ford Granada.
Ford Granada. What are we talking? 1980...
Yeah, 82, 83, 84, 85.
Okay. And you in the car, down there, park up.
Yeah.
What was it? What was Port Meredith?
Port Maddock.
Port Maddock.
I remember Ruth.
It's just, it's just a holiday camp.
Yeah.
And had an arcade and a beach. I was loving it.
Yeah.
But, so of the 52 weeks of the year, let's assume, I don't know how many weeks you take off normally for holidays anyway, let's just say, I don't know, you go to school 45 weeks of the year maybe? Generally, most kids?
No.
A bit less.
Bit less than that?
42.
How many weeks would you say you actually spent in school?
Well, how many weeks do you have off for summer?
Well, we'll work that out, that's what
about 6 off for summer, about 3 for Easter, about 3 for Christmas.
Put it this way, I'm surprised I'm not Welsh, to be honest.
Right.
Because I was there more than I was in Manchester.
Did the school authority not come and check you out?
No, they didn't.
Didn't get Manchester, I suppose they didn't care, do they?
Not really.
Yeah.
They're lucky you turned up at all. What did you just turn up for the last day when you could take in your best toy? Did you know that when you could take in any game?
Just play with everyone else's. Why, I break my stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
cool. Well, this answers a lot. This does answer a lot. The fact that you spent most of your time on the beach as a kid.
Teachers were no good at my school. We were talking about it yesterday.
So you were teaching them a lesson by going off for the summer? Yeah. And did you go to university?
No.
No. Did you go to sixth form or college?
No.
When did you leave school?
When I was about 15.
Right. What, you just went on holiday and didn't come back?
I just got a job early, didn't I?
Where was it? Port Maddock?
Getting there. No, I was a printer. BM Print in Trafford Park. Have you ever seen, like, a bald pet?
No.
It's weird.
What do you mean?
Because my mum, we had a cat. We used to get through loads of cats because we lived there.
Oh God! It's starting early today, isn't it?
What do you mean?
It's only 10 past one.
What are you doing?
No,
running a restaurant?
We lived on.
Oh God! What do you mean?
No, we lived on like a main road.
Oh yeah.
Right? So we used to get through a lot of them. My dad kept
their
saying,
risk.
you know, stop wasting money. You know, it's not.
Stop wasting money, not wasting cats.
Right. So anyway, we had this cat that was ill all the time. And
it's just bag of nerves, probably.
Yeah, malingerer. Yeah, I'm terrified.
I'm going to which house?
Rome. Oh God, bloody hell. Rome.
Don't let me go to the Pilkingtons.
And it, for some reason, it kept being sick all the time. Right?
Yeah, that is nerves. That's definitely nerves.
So my mum thought, oh, I've had enough of this, and she shaved it.
Whoa! Whoa. Now, I know you're not vets in your family, but what correlation did your mum think there was between you being sick and shaving it?
Because it kept being sick, and it was a pain to wash, because it kept getting
So
caught
she
up.
wanted a dry wipe cat.
So...
Why didn't you just varnish it? What?
It's weird,
So now he's cold and sick?
No, but not all of it. She left sort of the back half, but sort of from its waist, sort of.
I love that shaving because it's sick on itself.
And
That is
it was
genius.
the weirdest looking thing. I mean, normally I like cats. I'm always like giving yours a stroke on the head and that.
Yeah.
As soon as she did that, it was like, oh,
yeah,
can't touch it. And then
So now it's sick, cold, and hated.
yeah.
Carl.
It must have. I mean, the other cats must have been taking the mick out of it constantly. It's just making things worse. Did it get? I'm hoping that it got run over and was put out of its misery.
no, I think it got all right, that one. Or is that the? Yeah, it did get run over. It did.
Oh God. Oh dear.
How many cats do you say you've got through?
I'd say whilst I was living at home, I mean, it's still on the increase even though I'm not there. So whilst I was there, probably 5.
God.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
And were you upset each time, or you just got used to it?
It's one of them things, isn't it? Like I've said before, when you first see something, it's a bit of a shock. Do you know what I mean? It's like the Elephant Man or whatever.
Yeah.
First time you see him, it's that sort of, oh, look at that. Did I tell you the time when the doctor said I was going to die?
All right, keep talking.
Right, ages ago, must have been about 15, right? And at lunchtime there was this. We used to have a choice of stuff to do at lunchtime, right? We used to have like a burger place that had an arcade machine in it, right? So we used to go there and play on that and have a burger. Or there was this baker's, right, that my mum worked at, and did great cakes and stuff, right? So she used to like bring some home and that, but she couldn't always bring them home every night because, you know, they'd cost money, and she used to get them for free. And they used to say they'd rather chuck them away than give them to the staff because there's a chance that the cream might be off.
Right.
Right, so they used to chuck them round the back. So I used to go round the back with my mate and eat a load.
Brilliant. Scavenging, eating out of bins.
No, it wasn't out of bins, they were still in trays, but they just stacked them up near the bins, right? So this got out, I mean, it used to be a chocker. Once the school found out, everybody used to go there, and it'd be like, well, have a cake.
The headmaster fighting the kids off.
Right, so I'd have, like, you know, you'd just eat, I don't know, 6 jam donuts or something, and then you'd spend your dinner money on the arcade machine.
Brilliant.
Right? So it was a good afternoon, really, right? So you'd do that, and this one day I must have had 6 or 7 jam donuts, a few Congress tarts.
What's a Congress tart?
I love them. It's me. I can't get them in London, right? So I'd have some of them.
And if anyone can get a Congress tart for Carl in London, please let him know.
So anyway, this day, that was just a normal day. Do you know what I mean? You'd once, twice a week, you'd have a load of cake.
In your life, yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
normal
anyway-
day in your life. Were the frog boys there with the webbed hands and the big heads?
So-
and the horse in the settee? Yeah.
But the day after one of these days, I had really bad cramp in my belly. Right?
Yeah.
I was like in agony, could hardly walk. So I said to my mum,
You could hardly stagger to the free cakes.
So I was in absolute agony. I said, I don't like doctors, but you'll have to get a doctor in because I don't know what it is. I can't walk.
She gets the doctor round. I won't say his name, but he said, well, doesn't look like he's got long left.
Blimey.
So I was a bit like, hang on a minute, I've only had a few cream donuts.
Yeah.
My mum was panicking.
Sure.
He went, my dad came in from work, she said, oh, something's really bad with Karl, I think it's serious, you know, the doctor said he ain't got long left. So he said, what, he said that and just left? So she said, yeah. He said, I'll have to call him then. So he called him up, said, what's all this about, you know, Karl hasn't got long left, how long's he got? So he goes, oh, I was only messing. It's just had some bad cream. Can you believe that?
Well, the thing is...
I like the fact your mum didn't ask any questions.
I know.
She didn't go into detail. Can you explain more, Doctor? No, I got to shoe off.
But she doesn't.
You know, I don't want to diss you or your family, but I imagine if I was there, I'd have known the doctor was joking.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying. I mean, I sound very arrogant there, but I imagine he went, what's he been doing? I had about 6 cream cones. Oh, right. Oh, wow. He hasn't got long to live then. I'll see you later. That's what I think the doctor did.
Yeah. Just like the idea your mum just let him go.
Yeah.
Terrified, thinking, well, I'm not going to probe him. He's that's it then.
Dad comes in. Hi, honey, I'm home. Anything happened? The doctor said Karl's going to die and then left.
Go on.
Watching a programme yesterday, and it was about these Japanese snow monkeys. And it was all about how animals learn things that aren't instinctive, particularly sort of primates, because they see other people doing it, and they start a culture. And they can pinpoint when these monkeys, when one monkey first went down and got in the hot water springs and stayed there because it was hot, and the others copied them, and now it's part of almost a culture, you know, that won't be handed on because it's not instinctive, but has to be learnt each time. And you know, and they groom as normal, like other monkeys, right? But they're really intelligent, and obviously the reason they groom other people, other monkeys, is because they eat the mites. But also the monkeys have learned they like being groomed. Okay, so they showed this one monkey. It went to a deer, okay, and it was grooming this deer to get its mite off it, right? But then it didn't eat it. It held it in its hand. It went over to a monkey, put the mite on itself to show the monkey it had a mite, and got a free grooming.
That's extraordinary.
That's extraordinary.
That is
extraordinary. Because it gave up the food, knowing that if you put one there, this monkey would look for mites on it, and it would get a free grooming, and it was like having a little massage. What do you think of that?
It's not bad. I've got some better stuff coming up later.
On Monkey News, on the official.
Yeah,
Monkey News.
Do you see what mine though? Mine's true.
I mean, that's an interesting and extraordinary...
It actually happened. It's social behaviour amongst primates. So I saw it. It was, you know...
Did it rob a bank, Rick, at any time?
It didn't rob a bank, and it didn't open a hairdresser's.
So that's what you're letting... That's what you're letting yourself down.
It's not quite good enough, is it, my Monkey News?
No, I got some...
See the difference where I named the species, explained it slightly, told you an interesting fact, as opposed to, there's this monkey, right? And
look at him looking at you.
Yeah,
he's not interested, Rick. Can I tell you now? Can I try and describe for people the face that Karl has? I'll tell you what it's like. It's like if you draw some eyes, a nose, and a mouth on a balloon, and then inflate it to about half full. That's what Karl's face looks like. That's what his head looks like. It looks like a face you've drawn on a balloon. Very small, the rest of the head huge.
It's just that today I'm a bit tired, right? That's one thing.
Why are you a bit tired?
I just haven't been sleeping, right?
Why not?
I don't know, I've got a lot going on in my head.
Oh, if this would be like The Simpsons, if we could actually look in there, there would be 2 monkeys grooming now.
Plus, you've been talking about, like, stuff that I can't relate to and that, so I'm...
writing poetry?
Like what?
Reading books?
Yeah, doing poetry and stuff. I never did any of that.
What did you do?
Well, at school they didn't bother. They tried to get us to write more, right?
Right.
By,
giving you a pen?
Well, they used to give us these school diaries.
Yeah.
Little red book. And it was a way that they kept an eye on what you were doing out of school hours. Right. So some kids would write down, you know...
Stole a bike.
Yeah.
Burn a house down.
Yeah.
But when I was at school, around that sort of 12 age, I didn't get up to much. You have no money, there's nothing you can do. So every night it was the same thing. I'd get home, and I'd have to go to the shop, right, and get some potatoes and some bread every night. right? And I kept taking this into school.
Sorry, what was it, Dublin in the 17th century?
Yeah.
What do you mean every day you went to the shops and got potatoes and bread?
That's kind of what I had to get all the time. That's what we had.
Why? What did you have? Chip sandwiches?
Yeah.
Right, so you went to the... Yeah, you went there.
So I kept
With your hoop
putting
and
that...
stick.
I kept putting that in the diary, you know, every night saying, went to U-Phase. That was the name of the shop. Yeah.
What is it called?
U-Phase.
What is it, you or you?
Like H-U-G-H.
H-U-G-H, yeah. Oh, that was his name?
U-Phase, right? Used to go there, get the potatoes and bread and that.
I love the fact someone who's named a shop after themselves. I'm not going to say what we sell, it's named after me or nothing, or I'm not opening.
Mainly potatoes and bread. White sliced loaves, King Edward's.
And the teacher used to always say, just write something different in there, make something up. Because, like, you know, Monday, Tuesday, all the way through to Friday, every night, it was just, went to U-Phase.
So you sort of... You
Are you sure it wasn't an advert? Sure he wasn't paying you to say, get my name in the book?
Yeah.
The only time that it changed, and she said, oh, that's made it a bit more interesting, was when it was my birthday, and I had to buy a cake.
Potatoes and a cake.
And she said, oh, that's good.
Yeah.
That was my 13th birthday. My mum said, I got home from school, she said, oh, you're 13 today. Teenager, big turnover. Go and get a cake.
That's your experience of writing?
No, what?
Well,
no, that's your experience of your 13th birthday. Oh, by the way, you're 13 today, go and get a cake.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Big surprise? Was it a big surprise? yeah, that is brilliant. I love it.
That's the only sort of writing.
What, and they never asked you to write essays or stories?
Did you never write a story or a poem or a...
The stories I did earlier on were, you know, you made them up, but it was that thing that I'd always end them with, and an alarm went off and it was all a dream.
Every single one of them.
Yeah. But they didn't. I mean, it was a bit of a.
I bought some potatoes and some bread. Then I woke up and it was all a dream.
No. Then I went to shops and bought some potatoes and bread. But did you ever do anything that write about an adventure when you were a spaceman, or you were a cowboy, or no?
All the teachers had scams going on. So in English, right? You'd go in there and the teacher would say, right, what we're doing today is. Got a load of brochures from Thomson, but they say 1983 on the front, so I've got a load of stickers here that say 1984. Let's see how many you can do in half an hour.
You are joking.
Did you go to school with Oliver Twist?
Sorry, you are joking.
I'm not, that's what they did. So the teacher must have been getting a freebie or something for helping them out. Honestly, yeah, that's what it was.
That is fantastic.
They were all at it.
They were all, other than Mr. Fagan, you had...
Yeah. And then when they saw Karate Kid, they had every kid washing their car going, wax on, wax off, hurry up. Yeah. I'm teaching you something. Wax on, wax off, paint the fence.
So I'm just saying, you know, that's why I'm a bit quiet, because you're talking about stuff I can't
relate to.
And why didn't you sleep last night?
I haven't slept well since I was about 12. Do you sleep well, Steve?
Oh, wait, you can't let that go. I haven't slept well since I was 12. What do you mean?
Do you know, a proper... I used to love going to bed as a kid.
Yeah.
Whereas now it's oh, am I going to sleep tonight? And I sort of wake up about 4 times. Right. Whereas when you're a kid, I remember really loving, going to bed. There was one time where I actually laughed myself to sleep because I couldn't believe me luck.
What's wrong with him? What do you mean you laugh yourself?
Have you ever had it when you're really tired and you get in bed and the pillows feel
it's all cold. Yeah,
and it's I can't believe this.
Yeah,
and it happened twice. Once when I just went to bed and I was really looking forward to it, and also when I helped my dad out once, through the night. He worked at at this paper company, right? And I helped him out, and I got in at about 4 in the morning with him. Got in bed. And I just was I was laughing my head off. I had to put the pillow over my head because I couldn't believe me luck. I was oh, this is great. I'm going to sleep.
I just have to say, life up north is so extraordinary.
No, but you must be the easiest kid in the world to please. No wonder she knew she could just go get a cake. It's sort of what was he expecting me to say? He were expecting an extra hour in bed, but we got him cake as well.
Go to bed without any supper. Brilliant.
Brilliant, yeah. Your own bed. How long was it before you got your own... What did you used to do before? Just some straw in the corner?
No, it's just that thing of when you're really tired and...
And do you ever do this with Suzanne, though? Do you ever laugh yourself to sleep with her?
No, that's what I mean.
She can't sleep because you're chuckling away.
I don't know what's up with me. I've got a lot going on.
Carl was in Heat this week, and they mentioned that he does this thing on Sky. What is it?
It was this thing with Richard Bacon, some programme about watching telly, and you just talk about what you're watching and that.
And he was annoyed because he said because his parents are there, and so he's not doing it. He's not going to turn up because they mentioned it in Heat.
And so his parents might watch?
Yeah.
Why are you worried about that?
I don't like them watching stuff, do I? I told you. It dates back to when I did Little Donkey at school. I don't want people watching me.
What's that? Just renew us on Little Donkey? What happened?
It was just, you know, I was there to play the drums and that, in We Three Kings. I was loving it, you know. I got a bit carried away.
How old were you?
About 13,
yeah.
Right?
Really?
Probably.
Yeah.
About 10 probably.
Yeah.
6.
Between 6 and 13. Where old were you? What school were you at?
Okay, you were playing Little Donkey.
Yeah.
So, and,
No,
but it was one of them schools where everyone sort of was in the same one. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, a Manchester school. Just the one classroom.
Well, it's like
sweeping chimneys in the day and then 1 hour of learning. What are you talking about? What school were you at? Was it infants, junior, or secondary?
They didn't really do that. It was
What
one
do
way.
you mean? You did that? They still have to abide by the laws of the land in Manchester.
No, but it was a lot more like you had infants, but you also had like the older lot. There's kids there who, when you're in the younger year and that, you'd see kids and you go,
talk English and use terms that people do when they're talking about schooling.
I don't even want to talk about this.
No, how old were you? What?
I'm guessing maybe 6 or 7 or 8.
So you went from 13 to 6?
Yeah, but like I say, it's hard to remember because...
Imagine if you were giving evidence in a trial.
Yeah. How old were you? I don't know. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I can't really narrow it down other than 7 years either way.
You know, theoretically, he could get called up for jury service. Right, you're on...
A lot of mates who I had didn't have enough money to go on holiday, and they just get a present for the summer holiday.
Of
course, they got an education, so it's
yeah, but Carl, the thing is with Carl is, right, I want to give him gifts.
Yeah.
I want him to have the loveliest Christmas ever. I want him to go pony trekking. Do you know what I mean? I want to just...
Scared of horses.
So many things we don't know about Carl.
Fell off one out of fate, and the woman didn't know what to do. She couldn't handle the horse. It was running off. I was hanging underneath, getting a kick in the head. No.
Really?
Now, hang on, what age were you? This could explain a lot.
I was about 6.
That makes a lot of sense. I think we got to the bottom of it here.
Oh no, got kicked in the head by a horse, lived in a caravan, and had to live in Wales half the time. Oh. Then no wonder this is your favourite time of the week. Do you look forward to this all week, these 2 hours?
It's alright. My mate, right, he was religious. And I'm not, really. But...
No, I mean, you believe in ghosts, though, and shadows pushing people off bikes, but go on.
But it's the same time, I think I told you once before that I went to the church with this lad because I swore and he said he was going to tell me dad.
Yeah.
I was effing and jeffing. So he said, if you're going
Is that how they get people to church nowadays?
I love that one kid that, he hasn't got the idea of the protection game. There's nothing in it for him. Either you turn to religion or I tell your father.
Right, so I went to church with him and that, and then the next week he said, I know that was rubbish and you didn't enjoy it. It's when I got kicked out for messing with a tennis ball in the pews, right?
I don't think we've heard that, but I don't think we can possibly go into that now.
Summed it up.
Yeah.
So,
well, no,
come on, we'll come back to that. You had a tennis ball and some pubes.
No, in the pews.
In the pews, right. Yeah. But anyway, so I went there and I said, I don't think much of this church thing, it's a bit boring.
Sorry, and so you went to church and you ended up in the Crusades?
No, it's called the Crusaders. What it is, it's meant to be the fun part of religion for kids.
Right.
And my mate said, oh, you want to come along? It's, you go on a Friday night and do it on a Sunday as well. Right, so I went on the Friday night, it was brilliant. We had Sabutio, played table tennis in this dead big old house.
And what do they do at the end? Say, I hope you enjoy yourself. Remember God gave you all this.
Well, it's sort of, enjoy the simple things in life. You don't need computer games, you can play table tennis and that, and talk with your friends.
Yeah.
And blah, blah, blah. So, yeah, that's alright.
I think you'd be happy in a young offenders institution. You get to clean the toilets there
But don't forget, Carl, I think God invented Nintendo too.
Right. Well, anyway, so that was alright. I loved it on the Friday.
Yeah.
And my mate said if you go for 4 weeks in a row without missing a day,
you get a free badge.
And salvation.
I don't like all this sort of being stuck in stuff. Do you know what I mean? That's what
Yeah, don't get tied down.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, every day.
Yeah.
Right, so, anyway, so you've got to come again on Sunday, so I thought, well, we'll have another game of table tennis, it'll be alright.
Yeah.
So anyway, I go on the Sunday.
Who was this servant of God?
Right. I go on the Sunday, it's like a totally different club, there's no table tennis.
That's how they trick you.
No Sabutio.
Yeah.
They start handing out Bibles.
Oh. It's like a timeshare thing.
Hang on a minute, right?
They trick you.
So I didn't go again on Sundays, I used to just go on the Friday.
Just go on the Friday, brilliant. Brilliant. I'm amazed no one else saw through that.
Well, the thing is, there used to be loads there on the Friday, so I thought they won't even notice if I'm not, like, do you know what I mean? That I'm not showing up on a Sunday. So anyway, carried on, it was
just this kid in the vicar.
Oh, I love that. You got one over on the church.
So I was loving it, right, playing table tennis and that, and then on a Sunday, they found out where I live, and the head fella started coming round, knocking on the door.
God!
He's everywhere, Rick.
Why did he knock?
The fella...
Politeness.
The fella who, like, ran the club, he started coming round knocking on the door. And I saw him coming up the path, and I said to my mum, "Oh, it's the fella from the Crusaders." Yeah. She didn't even know what I was...
No.
She
thought
like,
you were off nicking hubcaps and stealing cars.
She didn't have a clue what I was talking about.
You've been going to
church? I don't believe it.
Little bleeder.
That's not how we brought you up.
So, I said, "Look, just tell him I'm not in, tell him I'm not in." And she had to keep doing this, and they were coming round every Sunday to try and make me, like... Go on a Sunday. It was really important that I went and that I was abusing the system and all this. Anyway, I didn't go, and then...
Why didn't they just tell you on next time we turned up on a Friday?
No, well, because there was so many people there on a Friday, you just get mixed in the crowd.
Yeah.
It was jammed. It was well popular on a Friday.
Yeah.
Right? But anyway, on one of the Sundays, it was quiet for a bit, and they stopped coming round. So I thought, right, I can go out again, right, on a Sunday, because I used to avoid hanging around the house in case...
What sort of reign of terror is this?
Incredible.
Right. So I thought,
it's like the Spanish Inquisition.
So I thought, great, they forgot about me.
Yeah.
Everything, I can carry on in sort of normal life now.
Yeah.
And I was playing out in the avenue, fella comes round, and he goes, "There you are, you know, you're always busy on a Sunday. You enjoy Fridays and that, don't you?" I was like, yeah. He goes, "Well, come on, you've got to come with me." And I couldn't get out of it. No. You know what I mean? It's like, what could I say?
Charlie says.
Right?
Yeah.
So, anyway, he nearly killed me in a car crash. So that was the excuse I used next time. He had a Mini, right? And he was driving us there, and he hit the curb, nearly sort of turned over the Mini. Right? There was like 3 of us in the back. So, I said...
Is that a record?
So... Next time, he came round to pick us up, I said, "Look, really enjoyed it and that." I said, "But ever since that journey, I really, you know, I don't want to get in the car with you again because it scared me a bit." And I said, "All right then, I didn't have to go again."
That's all right, isn't it?
That's extraordinary.
Yeah.
He almost killed you in a car crash.
It's a parable. Thank God no one was hurt.
Yeah.
I remember that
your life moves in incredible ways.
Yeah.
Rather like God.
Yeah. So, they're probably round there now, aren't they? Going, is he coming tomorrow? So, would you like to start on your, to Steve, because I've heard all these.
We won't do them all.
Well, we'll start off with the Mr. Freeze. Tell Steve the story of Mr. Freeze. This is the first time he nearly died.
This is the most serious of the lot, really. So, what it was, do you know, like, I don't know if your mum and dad did the same thing, but, like, they do the weekly shopping on like, a Friday.
Yep.
So when you got to Thursday, there wouldn't be much stuff left in the cupboard. It'd just be like, you know, your Jacob's crackers and stuff like that. So when they'd been to the supermarket and they came back, I was like, you know, what's that saying? Like a pig in... You know, I loved it. It was like loads of food coming in, loads of biscuits.
What is that saying?
He nearly said pig in shit.
Right.
Is that the saying?
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, all this food comes in.
Thank God he didn't.
Otherwise he'd have been in trouble.
That's true enough.
Because he's culpable for our actions, because he's the producer. So technically, that twat's in charge. Go on.
Right, so anyway, so there's loads of food, and I'm like, oh yeah, look at this, and chocolate biscuits, and, you know, penguins and stuff.
Bacon.
And bacon.
Just in case, you never know.
So anyway, my mum and dad's putting the food away. Me and our kid are like, he's already grabbed something, gone back upstairs.
It's like feral children. it's like a quest for fire. And then they run upstairs. What did you sit under the bed, gnawing at some sort of pig's trotter?
So I saw, do you remember Mr. Freeze Pops?
I do, yeah. So they're kind of like popsicles, icicles.
Yeah, but really long, like a foot long, right? Yeah. So I thought, I'll have one of them, so I grabbed it,
Went for the nutritious stuff first.
Absolutely. And like my mum and dad are putting this stuff away and what have you, and I rip it open and knock it back, right, straight away, just right back like
Swallow
that.
it,
Right,
yeah.
But it went down the wrong way, right? So
What, down your shirt?
So I was like, oh god, I can't breathe, and my mum and dad didn't even know what I'd ate. Do you know what I mean? I ate it so quick.
Yeah.
And I'm sort of tapping my mum on the back, going, she's going, oh god, you know, he's choking again, because I was always choking. If it was one thing, I don't know if I've got like a small throat, but I mean, even Ricky knows I can't drink that much, can I?
Yeah.
Do you know,
or eat pebbles.
I'm not a quick drinker. I'd always, I think I'm scared of like swallowing stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like bottle tops and mint imperials and stuff. I was always choking on stuff.
Oh, jeez.
So anyway, she's going, oh god, what's he picked up on it now?
Drop it! And she hit his nose with a stick.
So I was going, I'm choking. At this point, my dad had like, I think he'd put his share away, you know, his food away, and he'd gone
His share! I love it!
Yeah. He'd gone to watch like Winner Takes All or whatever in a lounge, and I was in the kitchen, and I was starting to like I didn't care anymore. Do you know what I mean? I just got to that point where I wasn't struggling anymore.
You just thought, I'm done
I just
for.
was like falling to the ground. And my mum's going, you know, get in here, I think it's serious. And my dad comes in and sort of starts shouting at me, saying that's what you get for being greedy. He didn't even know what I'd eaten.
Well, it was the moment to teach you a lesson, certainly.
So he's there like that, and my mum's going, oh, look at him, and my lips were going purple, and my eyes were rolling into the back of my head.
You look like Marilyn Manson.
And, so anyway, she grabbed me from behind and did that fireman thing.
The Heimlich manoeuvre.
Yeah. And, you know, winded me. And it came up, and I was alright.
What, the whole popsicle came flying back out?
You see, that's what I don't understand. Because there was nothing there.
No, just a little bit. No, it swells up, doesn't it? Because it irritated it, so it went down this sort of like your epiglottis. It went down the wrong way, like it went into your air canal instead of your throat, and it sort of spasms, and that's the fear. You just got to calm it down and relax.
So in time, I would have been alright.
Yeah,
anyway.
you don't. Well, no,
you might have.
So that's so that's
hang on.
one.
No, but the weird thing is, like for like 3 days after that, I felt like a sort of special person. I went to school.
I'm saying nothing.
I did full days.
A special needs person.
Yeah. I went to school the next 3 days after that. I didn't like wag it or anything. I did full days.
I love that. 3 days, turned over.
Yeah, exactly. After 3 days, you thought, screw it.
Yeah, did a quick history exam.
But have you ever had that where you've like felt like I've been given another chance here?
Right, next one. That's popsicle. That's popsicle hell. We'll call that. Right, next one.
Which one's the next one?
Oh, what about your paper round?
Right.
Can I ask very quickly? Did your life flash before your eyes like they say it did?
No, I just sort of went really calm and like, I'm ready for this now.
Right.
I wasn't bothered, do you know what I mean?
You had no regrets?
No. It was weird. It was really weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, the paper round one. Paper round, I'd still say it's the best job I've ever had.
And he means it!
No, I really enjoyed it. It's like, you know, you don't have to work with anyone else, right? So you make your own rules.
Just think of that.
You know, you sort of
You're spreading information to people, vital information.
Giving a service, and no one else is around, you know, you can just do what you want and think about stuff whilst you're cycling around on your bike. It's really good.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Imagine the stuff he's thinking about when he's riding around his bike.
So getting in the head of a salamander.
So anyway, I loved it, and even though I only got like 50p a day, right, no matter what the weather was like and stuff, I used to get up at 4:30 and go and do the round. And
why'd you get up at 4:30?
Because I wanted to watch the Pink Panther at 5:30, so I wanted to get me paper round done.
I said, why didn't you watch Pink Panther?
And then
he went, I can't sit there thinking I've got my paper round to do.
He'll ruin it for him.
Yeah, so is it a good job or not?
So 4:30 I was up and about, and this morning it was like winter, really bad winter, bad snow, you know, freezing cold, really windy and all that. And my mum said to me before I went to bed, she said, don't be getting up tomorrow, I'll give you the 50p. I said, it's not about the 50p. So, you know, people want the papers and stuff. So,
conscientious.
So anyway, I went to bed thinking, you know, that's it, I've told her I'm still going, so, you know, whatever. Go to sleep, get up in the morning, and put all my kit on. And I used to have layers of clothing on because it was really cold. I had like a big anorak on with the fur on. I had like waterproof pants, and I got my paper round bag. And I went downstairs to get out, and tried to open the door, and it was locked. Oh, God. So she'd locked it so I couldn't go out, so I'm searching around the house looking for the keys. She must have hid them somewhere. I thought, oh, God, you know, I've got the papers to do. So I thought, how can I get out? So I went upstairs, climbed out of the bathroom window.
God.
Right, and to try and jump out of the bathroom window onto the porch. But the problem was, I had so much gear on, I was like the Michelin Man. So I could hardly move as it is.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get out the window, and I'm like, trying to stretch down like that, get my foot on the porch, and my bag got caught on like the hook of, do you know, like how you have a hook so you can put the window open?
Right, yeah,
the little arm goes on. My bag had got caught on that. I was holding onto the wall and my foot on the thing, so I couldn't sort of pull it away in case I pulled it away and then fell on my head.
Yeah.
So I'm stuck there.
Dangling.
My dad comes back from working nights.
Yeah.
He thinks I'm a burglar.
Gets out his gun.
So he's shouting and stuff, going mad and going, Dad, it's me. And he had to give us a hand using a...
He's heard that wily trick in Manchester before.
He had to help me using a washing prop thing. A big stick.
What did he do?
Well, he said, just hold on for your dear life, and I'll sort of push the paper bag off the hook.
Why didn't you go upstairs and sort it out?
It was at that point where I was in the middle, there was nothing you could do, do you know what I mean? It's at that point where you've just got to make a decision.
Yeah.
And by the time you got upstairs, who knows what might have happened.
Sure.
Do you know what I mean? You've got to act there and then, not messing around.
Yeah.
So...
And you could hear downstairs, now here he is, the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
Dad!
Hurry up!
Panther, ever so pink. Oh.
So that was close to death, because I must have been about 30 foot in the air.
Yeah.
And I would have, you know, that would have been nasty if I fell to the concrete paving, so...
Well, there's more to come. Should we play a record and come back to this? Because he's got more.
Oh, yeah, no, there must be one of them where you did fall on your head. This is the one I'm waiting for. There's got to be one. That would explain so much.
Yeah.
I nearly broke my back.
Jeez.
Once. My dad said I bet I can't kick me height. And I said I bet I can. And,
I don't remember this. You didn't tell me this one.
I bet you can what?
I was in the garden, summer's day, and it was that era when, like, doing kung fu and all that was really popular.
Sure.
And I was, like, messing about in the garden, punching the tree and stuff. And my dad said...
What a kid he must have been.
My dad said, I bet you can't kick your height.
Kick your height? What, you mean kick as high as yourself?
Yeah, so I must have been, like, 5 foot or something then. And I said, of course I can. So I bet you can't. But instead of doing it on the grass, I did it on, like, the concrete bit. Kicked it, actually did it. I went, there you go. But then, like, get my foot down quick enough and land on my back.
You paused to say, there, I've done it.
Yeah.
As opposed to putting your foot back on the ground.
And landed on my back, and I'd still get back trouble now.
Do you?
Because they say that, don't they?
So, to cut a long story short, he gave me about 4 or 5 near-death experiences, and he went, and the whole point of this, he went, so that's why I think I'm going to die of something horrible, like cancer. And I went, why? He went, right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
He said, well, I don't check my balls. Wait. He said, I don't like the feel.
Karl, have you ever logged on to Friends Reunited? It was the site that everyone was talking about last year.
No.
Are you aware of the concept?
I've heard about it, but there's no one from school who'd want to see it again, really.
So basically, for those that don't know, you have to log onto his website, and then you can it helps you track down your old schoolmates if they've also logged on and stuff. And we sort of took the liberty, really, of looking on the Friends Reunited site and typing in your school and trying to track down any of your old mates. We didn't get in touch with any of them, don't worry.
We didn't do that.
We're not going to surprise you with them now.
No.
But I was just interested to know, like, some of your thoughts on some of the names that I could run past you. I mean, these are people from your year. Just tell me if you recognise the names. Alison Birch?
Think I remember her.
What's your thoughts on her?
Don't
be libelous.
Don't be like no.
No. Posh probably did pretty well in history and that.
Sarah Morris?
God, yeah. Remember her.
Go on, you're grinning, what's the thought? Go on.
No, just, she was alright, she was a popular one.
What does that mean?
She was nice.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, what about Darren Buckley?
He was one of my best mates.
Was he really?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
What do you reckon he's doing now? Do you still keep in touch?
When my mum and dad were still in Manchester and they had a bookie shop, he used to go in because the bookies was next door.
I know the way you paint a picture.
He used to,
if you did this in your history exam, Karl, you will walk it.
Go on, so your parents had a butty shop, there was a bookies next door?
Yeah, and he liked having a bit of a gamble, so he used to, I think he works for some insurance company.
Do you think that his fiancée Beth knows he's got a gambling problem? Or that his 2-year-old son Lewis?
No.
Yeah, they live in Cheadle Home. Hume.
He must be doing well.
He's still supporting the Blue Army and frequents the shrine on a fortnightly basis.
Funny thing with him is, right, when I used to stay over at his house, and his dad was a copper, and I remember his dad came down and said, right, I want to see you two. I was like, oh, God, what's happened? And got us round the table. He said, do you know much about drugs? So we were like, what's all this about? So he goes, you know, they're not good for anyone, you know, the stupid thing to get into. And we're like, yeah, we know. And he went, you know, do you? We said, yeah. He said, what's this then? And he'd found something in his bedroom, and it was a Skittle.
What, the sweet?
Do you know little sweets with the S on it? And
oh, really?
Drugs.
Yeah.
So he said, well, yeah, it's a Skittle. Yeah, I know what it is.
He was bluffing like that as a slang word.
Yeah, he thought because he was a copper, he probably had to be down with all the terms and that. So we said, oh, it's a Skittle. And he said, yeah, I know what it is, but what's it doing in your bedroom?
Oh.
And it was like, no, it's a toffee. So, Darren,
yeah, I know, it's a toffee, it's a squib, it's a, yeah.
Karl, more people from your past. Debbie Carr?
Yeah, she was another nice one.
What does that mean? Is that a euphemism?
No, she was one of them that you'd sort of go, she's nice, but she'd never be your girlfriend. Do you know what I mean? She was,
not really.
Even though she was in the same year, she seemed a lot older.
Right.
And like,
wasn't a teacher, was it?
There was 3 of them who all hung together, and they seemed to hang around like the older kids, the ones who looked like men. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. What did you look like then?
Well, it's just that I had youthful sort of looks, whereas like the older ones had like beards and stuff.
It's a gang of boys in the 5th form with beers. Were they smoking pipes? Come over here, me filly. Oi, Debbie Carr, come over here, you little beauty.
No, but she was like...
I love that. Hanging around with beers. There's the big boys. Oh, fishing. Oh, it's lovely beers.
I just see a whole row of George Bernard Shaws. Brilliant.
How do you do in history, boy? Think on it. You're an idiot. Oh.
They were like, you know, I'd be there sort of playing punching people in the arm.
That's a great game.
Oh, I love that, punch people in the arm.
Is that part of the Olympics now?
it's I think it was exhibition this year.
Right.
But
it's going to be a pro next year.
It's going to be the Winter Olympics because you've got to do it in just a cap sleeve shirt in winter. Yeah.
So you're playing that?
She, but whilst
she didn't appreciate that. She used to go, ow!
No, I always think whilst I was doing that, they were like the Charlie's Angels and they'd be sorting out a mission somewhere because they were really like, there was something about them that you thought, you know, they're special.
They were private detectives.
What do they work for a man they never see?
Okay, well, here's a name I'm interested in because, well, let me just tell you the name first. Adam Clifton. Oh. Go on, what are your thoughts on Clifton?
He was one of them kids, he was alright, but he had that thing when, if you didn't have enough milk, he had, like, wrinkly hands and... white bits in his nails.
Oh!
Because he didn't have enough milk.
Yeah.
So therefore, you didn't like him because you didn't get enough milk.
This is not to be confused with the 2 people with the big heads and the webbed feet, is it?
Webbed hands.
Well, this wasn't
I know that they weren't related. They must have been somewhere along the evolutionary sort of trail. Do you know what I mean? They must have come from the same sort of stock.
But you wouldn't have liked him. It's just one of them people. He was all right, but
before you say any more, on Friends United, you can leave a little message which explains what you've been doing and what your life's like now. And most people leave maybe 2 paragraphs.
Right.
Adam, I've printed it off. He seems to have printed. I think there's about 6 pages here of stuff. He keeps updating it, and he just basically lists his memories about everyone. Okay, at the school and what he thinks of everyone. And he says, I often see Simon, he's doing all right for himself, self-employed illustrator, Mark Cooper, Karl Pilkington.
Right.
And your name comes up. Now, I don't know if you've told us this story. I think you may have done, but I can't remember the facts about it. It just says, Karl Pilkington, with his pet bird. Was it a magpie? I can't remember. He brought it to school to show everyone, and it flew away.
Oh, God! Oh, no, they do that, don't they?
What was the story there,
You give them seed and they just leave. What do you mean?
Well,
this sounds like Kez.
Well, that's it. I was a big fan of Kez. And it was the time our dog had just died.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any pets and the cats were always getting run over.
Yeah.
And so we didn't want any more pets.
Yeah.
But there was a magpie that used to fly about on the estate and I managed to sort of tame it.
And in the end,
with a chair and a whip. What do you mean you tamed it?
Well, just used to sort of hang around it and talk.
But how did you
to
get
it.
hold of it? Did you catch it?
Well, eventually, yeah, it used to just come to me, and the annoying thing was, it got to a point when I wish I hadn't bothered, because it used to pop me bike tyres. It used to sit on like, if I was talking to my mates and I was on my grifter.
I love the way he throws things in. It's like an Alan Bennett play.
It landed on my tyre, and it used to peck at the tyre and pop it, and then it used to then never go away, so it was always like around the house, and my dad said never bring it in. So he used to sit on the porch, and I used to go out, and it used to fly down and land on my head, and it really hurt. It used to like peck and stuff.
He thought it was a tyre.
So it wasn't so much tamed as a stalker.
Oh, God!
So you took it to school and it flew away?
Yeah.
So did you take it in proudly going, look at my magpie? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I think it got a bit confused in the area that it was in, because I used to just keep it sort of around our estate, but the school was a bit of a distance away.
How did you get it there?
Carrying it on my finger.
Did you walk?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was happy there, and then it got...
But it used to be one of those things that people would stop me in the street and sort of go, oh, what's that?
And I don't suppose you
called it Maggie.
You didn't get Charlie's Angels to go and find out what happened to it? Investigate?
Were they impressed?
No, not really.
A few more names that you may recall from Friends Reunited.
Go on.
Lisa Shufflebotham? Do you remember her?
Yeah, she...
Was she one of Charlie's Angels?
No, she wasn't that nice, but she wanted me. her and her mate Rachel, I remember, I don't know why, but it was some sort of PE lesson where it had to be a bloke and two girls, and they were fighting over me.
Could you hear what they were saying?
They were just like, I want him, and I was loving it. Stuck in the middle, and they were fighting over me. And then the next week I thought I'll sit near them.
What sort of game do they play at this school?
I don't know.
That's an incredible game.
But I think
punch me on the arm. No, punch me on the arm, Carl.
They just went through it, because the following week I thought, right, I'll sit near them again, because I quite enjoyed the way they fighted over me. But then they picked somebody else, and I don't know who I was with that week.
So you didn't get any action with Shufflebotham or a friend?
No. And when she got older, she went a bit off. She didn't look that good. She's probably nice now. It's just, I mean, I'll say about myself, when you get to sort of the end of secondary school, you do sort of go a bit odd looking.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? When your sort of head grows funny.
I would just love to go back to his school of that era. I mean, just what happened to people, whether, you know, all people sprouting limbs.
No, do you know
and
what
things.
I mean? When you're like 12 and that, you quite... No, not 12. When you're 10, when you're 7 to 10, you sort of look healthy, and you look at your pictures when you go, yeah, I was a good-looking lad. But then when you get to late secondary school, something happens, and you just look a bit odd.
Okay, well, what about Alison Thorpe?
Not sure about her. I sort of know the name, can't put a face to it.
Damien Comer?
Again, know the name.
Yeah.
Can't remember anything.
No.
Yeah.
It's a shame. Well, these are pretty much all the names I could find. We've had some interesting thoughts, though, and interesting anecdotes.
Yeah.
Anyone in particular that you'd like to say hello to that maybe listening now that
I think I would have mentioned Darren Buckley if you hadn't have brought him up.
Oh, right.
He was like me buddy.
Yeah. Did you ever see the magpie again when you took it to the school and confused it?
No.
You're joking. That was the end of it, was it?
Yeah.
So where did it go?
Probably to some other kid. Because, I mean, actually, it probably got killed. Because if it was being that friendly with other people, some people might have took advantage of it.
In what way?
Well, there was a programme on the other week about...
What, in the way that Shufflebotham was trying to take advantage of you?
Well, there was a programme on the other week about bear whisperers.
Yeah.
And some blokes got really friendly with a bear, and then when they were leaving that area where the bear was, they said, oh, we've caused a problem here, because there's some bear hunters coming in and moving into this area, and it's going to get a bullet if it acts like this, so they had to scare it away, and that's what I should have done with Maggie. I should have terrified it a little bit, so it wouldn't trust humans.
Just introduced it to some of your schoolmates, I'm sure would have freaked it right out.
Well, the ones
maybe that was why it fled.
It didn't see. It didn't see those two fellas with big heads and webbed hands coming towards it, did it?
That would have terrified anything. It's like a scarecrow, like two walking scarecrows.
Express 2 featuring David Byrne, Lazy, XFM 104.9, quarter to 2. I'm Ricky Gervais. Steve's got the sun.
Yes,
we're just going to be doing White Van Carl, where we ask Carl the questions the Sun asked some other bloke.
That's right.
Because we think Carl's got more to say than anyone on anything. Karl only tells the truth, by the way. Just remember that, listeners. Off you go.
Yes, well, today's White Van Man in the Sun is John Slade. He owns his own door maintenance company. His answers are very informative, I have to say. But, Karl, what do you make of the Channel 4 producer, aged 30, who duped a school into believing he was a teenager for a documentary? Are you familiar with this story?
No, go on.
Well, basically, a 30-year-old guy kind of fooled the school into thinking he was a pupil for a secret documentary. The school's outraged. Do you think that that's, for you, should anything go when it comes to making TV?
I think I've said to you before, there's loads of kids at my school. I remember being in the first year, and kids who, what year do schools go up to? I was in the first year, what is it?
11?
5?
Oh, sorry, first year of infants and juniors.
No, secondary school.
11.
Right, year 11. Kids have beards and stuff.
No, not year 11. They're 11 when they first go to secondary school.
Right. Well, I'm 11. The kids at the older end.
Well, there's a fifth form, and then there's
you can leave when you can leave when you're 16, I think, can't you now?
Right. Well, kids who were 16 looked old. They did have beards. I remember going there and thinking some of them were teachers.
I think he's answered that. Next one. What's the next one?
Tattoos and everything. I think they're kids in the earlier years even.
What do you make of the fact that Mariah Carey's £38 million payoff has cost EMI staff their jobs, and we're talking 1,800 EMI staff who have lost their jobs?
What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean,
is that silly money, Mariah Carey, on 38 million?
She doesn't need that much.
She doesn't need that much. She has to dress nice, though.
It's not her fault. I'd say it's bad business.
Okay.
Because EMI, did you say?
Yes.
Right. They've got rid of them staff.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's left. Who's going to do the work?
Do you think Mariah should come back and do some temping?
Well, they should have got a loan and paid her.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Vicious circle, that.
Right.
You've done a business degree, haven't you? Have you?
Commerce.
You did commerce. Where did you do that? What did you do with that?
At school, I'd learned how to fill out a cheque, pay a bill, and I think I had a trip round Kellogg's.
Did you get an O-level or GCSE?
We know he didn't.
You know.
But was there a commerce exam, or was it just a division of
Can't
maths?
remember.
What did you fill out a
Was it
cheque?
a subset of
It
maths?
was an option. It was like, if you want to do it, you can.
What was it? Fill out a cheque.
Pay a bill.
Pay a bill.
Have a visit round
Round
Kellogg's.
Kellogg's, and I saw my sister's boyfriend there at the time. He sorted me out with some variety packs.
Really? What was in them?
You know, Rice Krispies and
Good stuff.
Cocoa Pops?
Space Dust or whatever it is.
Space Dust?
So, sorry, that wasn't Ken Dodd, no.
No.
That was someone else, that was an aunt.
Yeah. That wasn't Special K.
What do you make of fears that dumped Britney Spears? She's been dumped by her boyfriend. There's worries that she may be cracking up, Karl. You concerned?
What are the signs?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just reading from this section, but I would assume that she's obviously showed signs of depression, maybe?
She'll be alright. I remember, like, you know, Zoe Harris, when she sort of got bored of me when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Get over it, I don't even think about her now.
What, and how long did it take you to get over Zoe?
Zoe Harris.
How long did it take
To be honest, right, it was like one of my first girlfriends, and she was a pain. I remember I went out with her because she wouldn't stop hassling me, right?
Yeah.
And I remember...
I love that. Oh, go on then.
I never talked to her, and then the bit that really got me, I thought I half liked her, and then I remember, right, we were at a school party, sort of infant school.
Infant school?
Right.
Are you sure it wasn't junior school?
Well, it's on the cusp.
Yeah.
Like, when you're about to leave infants and go to the next one.
Yeah.
And, she was crying. Because
You were saying, I don't think we should move in together.
She was crying.
She was crying.
Oh, was she?
Had you stolen her milk?
She must have been nearly 6. Why didn't she grow up?
No, she was crying because somebody had stood on a dress and put a bit of an hole in it. And I said, oh, for God's sake.
I can't stand it. Oh,
So
God. I just think of him.
So you gave her a slap?
And I just think of him, like, 6, like, with clogs and a flat cap, going slightly bald, going, for Christ's sake, woman, come on.
Oh, light my pipe.
Well, I finished it because all the mates were saying, come on, Carl, she's upset. And I was like, oh, whatever. So again.
Hold on, no. Wait a minute. What do you mean all the mates were saying, look, come on, Carl? They were 6, weren't they?
Yeah, but they were saying, come on, she's crying. Help her out.
And you did nothing?
She got injured. Got a hole in her skirt.
Yeah, but she was upset and you were her boyfriend.
Well...
So what did you do? Tell me the story. Where were you?
Didn't work out.
You were at some kind of school do. There was a hole in her dress.
It didn't work out, he said.
Do you treat your current girlfriend in the same way? This callous disregard for someone's feelings?
His current girlfriend does not tread on her dress. Does she?
Huh.
Oh, she didn't.
So, as far as you're concerned, what was her name? Sarah?
Zoe.
Zoe Harris. She just felt like, well, you know, if she's going to make a whinge about, you know, a silly little hole, screw her.
Yeah.
You're all heart, Carl.
What would you have done?
I'd have gone over there and give her a lovely kiss.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
We were playing Dead Arm.
If you had hair, what would it be like?
What do you mean?
Well, you obviously had hair then, back then. What was the style?
It was like, sort of... I had quite sort of, fine, sort of straight hair.
Yeah.
Right.
Hairdresser once said to me, "You've got hair of a Chinaman."
He was a wise man, wasn't he? What do you think that meant then? Oh.
He just said you got the same hair as a Chinese man has. Very straight, quite fine.
Why is he doing it? I just imagine this pal going, the arse was well, didn't it, sir? Something like that. You have the hair of a Chinaman. I'm sorry, nothing. You're not the spy. No, I'm not. Thank you. Good night. Oh,
you're not my contact.
Yeah, lovely. You have the feet of a fish. I'm sorry, nothing. It's not you. Okay, next. You have the hair of a Chinaman.
It was one of those barbers. It was a cheap one, just on a railway bridge.
I don't believe that. Go on.
On a railway bridge?
That's why it was cheap. It was very low rent, so he could charge 50p.
That wasn't a barber, that was a man with some scissors.
Yeah. Did you go, oh, have to move you there, sir? Wow. Yeah. Okay, back in the chair, sir.
I imagine them on one of those things you always see in old films where you've got to
have to press down
up and down,
yeah, like a Caesar. Yeah.
That's not as good as that. It was just a normal chair, little wooden hut, and he did have to stop when a train came past, because it used to...
Well, because he had to change the signal.
Just making a few extra bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, I love that.
That's Manchester for you.
Oh, God.
It
wasn't Bernard Cribbins, was it?
I always remember him saying, "Do you want your hair washing?" And I said, "Is it free? You know, does it come with it?" And he said, "Yeah." So I said, "Oh, go on then." He said, "Hang on now, I'll just have to wash these mugs up." He had like a sink full of mugs.
Oh,
so I'll
God.
just take these out and then I can wash your head.
Oh, no.
And that's why...
Why did you go to this man?
It was cheap.
How much was it?
About £2.
And when was this?
God, at 88, 89.
All right.
Yeah.
So what happened to your Chinese hair? When did it start coming out?
You have the hair of a bald Chinaman now, don't you?
You've got the hair of a Chinaman in a box now.
I used to just work a lot of hours, and I think...
That's what made it fall out.
Yeah, of course.
No, it's not. It's genetic. You can't stop it.
It's not genetic.
Of course it is.
Your dad bald?
No, he's got more hair than me now, I think.
Is your mum?
Kojak's got more hair than you, Carl.
Anyway.
Don't have a go at Carl's hair. That's a bit harsh.
Oh, look at his little face.
What did it say before in that book about going bald? It said, it had a little tip, didn't it? We'll go over them later.
It says, if you're going thin, doesn't it say, cut your hair short and something like that?
So it makes you look thicker. I've never been into getting presents and that. I had the problem at that Christmas one, that time with the Victoria Plum.
Yeah, we'd hate that. We'd hate to bring that back.
We've done that.
Because you talked about the book, because it's kind of to do with your dad, isn't it? He's a very bad gift buyer, was that the problem?
Well, yeah, my dad just wouldn't bother. It was my mum who sort of made an effort, and she sort of worked out half of what I wanted, then she left it to me dad to get it off someone, see if he could get one cheap or whatever.
I love the fact that usually people talk about, like, drinking heavily or violent abuse, right? Yeah. But here's what he's been left with and scarred with from parents is bad gift buying.
Yeah, and that's the Victoria Plum incident.
In the greatest scheme of things in the world, that's not a bad thing to have, is it?
Right, there was this, this is what it's like about getting presents and stuff, right? With my mum and dad.
Go on.
My mate, Colin, right?
Colin Mackin?
No, Colin Bailey.
Oh,
right? Yeah. He had a little Sinclair Spectrum, right?
Yeah.
Computer, which was like the thing to have at that time, right? Yeah. Used to always go round to his house. The deal was...
Not the one you had to play through the window, because you weren't allowed to.
No, that's another lad.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is a different lad. And the deal was, he came to our house, and my mum gave him a pie. And then I'd go round to his, and I'd stay there for a few hours playing, you know, Hungry Horace and stuff like that on it.
Sure.
Right? Now, my mum and dad knew that I really wanted one of these computers, right? So I waited about a year. Came round to Christmas Day, I thought, I reckon might have one. Turned out, they bought me the wrong one. They bought me a ZX81 instead of a Spectrum, right? And, Christmas Day, I'm there trying to load the games up, it's not working, I'm thinking, what's wrong, right? And the thing with me, when I was a kid, I used to get quite sort of agitated.
This is the moment.
Right? I found out that it needed a RAM pack to make it work, right? Looking in the thing, and it's saying, and make sure you put your RAM pack in the back. And I was like, oh, where's the RAM pack? And my dad's going, I don't know, I've got you the main bit. That's it. So, I was that wound up, I just was sick, right? Just sick. I didn't feel sick or anything, I just was like, oh God. Went to the sink, just sick. Because I was that on edge about it. I said, come on, we've got to get one. And my dad's like, Tandy's shut, we're not gonna get anything today. Ruined again, Christmas Day. That was after the year when my train set got blown up by our kid. Following year, no RAM pack. And now you ask me, why don't I get good presents?
He's scarred. He just
I'm gonna die. Honestly, I'm gonna die. He's just screaming sick.
Yeah. There's no RAM pack.
Did you get to the bottom of it? Why wasn't there a RAM pack?
You have to buy them separate.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean I can't play Frogger?
Oh no.
So, wasn't there another incident when you threw up? Spontaneously threw up? Through sheer anxiety?
I do get it. It's not so much now, because I've relaxed a bit, but as a kid I used to be quite on edge all the time with certain things.
Do you think that's what happened to your cat that kept being sick? That it didn't get the food it wanted, and it just threw up? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
God, so they shaved it.
Yeah, but again, you see, the cat thing, I mean, it's mad. I was thinking about it the other day, right? I used to think I had quite a normal upbringing.
You didn't.
Right, and someone was talking
Your
about
mother once told you not to go to school because it was windy, Carl. It was not a normal upbringing.
The cat was being sick, so she shaved it, so it was easier to clean.
Right, well, my mum and dad went on holiday, right, and I stayed at the Rosses down the road.
Oh, yeah.
Only a kid, must have been about 5 or something, right? And, I was always running around in the house. I had a lot of energy as a kid. What the Rosses did, they had this cat that was dead violent, the most violent sort of angry cat I have ever witnessed.
A tiger?
It was, honestly, Steve, if it was bigger it would have been, because it was just always having a go at you.
Yeah.
If you went to pat it on the head, it went to bite you and stuff. And what they used to do with it, to stop me running around, I'd sort of be running around, and then I'd get a bit tired, and they'd say, have a lie down on the settee. So I'd lie down on the settee and I'd nod off. And what they used to do, I'd wake up, and they'd have put the cat on my belly. Right? So I'd be scared to move, because it's like it's going to get me.
But it would keep you there.
It kept me there, and it used to sort of slaver on me, and they'd sort of, you know, go out or whatever, and I'd be lying there. That's not normal, is it?
Carl, sorry, were you created by the Brothers Grimm for one of their fairy tales? What kind of a life is that? We do, of course, Rick, every week get thousands of emails. Emily from New York has asked Carl this. Carl, if you were on a sinking ship, or you were in a burning building, and you were with myself and Ricky, but you could only save one of us, I don't know why that's the case, but you can only save one of us, who would you save? Would it be Ricky, or would it be me?
I think it's a two-man dinghy.
Right, okay.
Possibly. And we're trapped, and he knows that if he stays there to get both our legs out from under this thing...
the girder.
Yeah, he dies, so he's got room, he's got time to save one. It's obviously me.
It's hard to say, isn't it, at this point?
What, because Steve's in the room, you mean?
Well, no, just because we don't know what the situation is.
Okay, well, let's say we're on a sinking ship, all right? So you're going to have to rescue one of us, drag us into the dinghy.
It's going under. You know, in 30 seconds, okay, this ship's going to go under and drag you down, and you're going to die, right? And our legs are trapped, and you've got enough time to untangle one set of legs. Whose legs do you untangle?
Now, just because my legs are long does not necessarily mean it's more complicated.
No, it's exactly the same amount of time. Just have to make a choice. A terrible choice that Steve would not, you know, hate you for.
Well, no, listen.
He won't be around for long. He's going to drown in 30 seconds.
Well,
Forget him.
Bear in mind this, Carl. You are going to be stuck in a dinghy with Ricky Gervais, and who knows how long that's going to take. Think of all the head squeezing that's going to be going on, the comments, the wind up. And do you honestly think that he's going to, if there's any provisions, that he's going to split them evenly with you? I mean, he's going to have drunk all the water, and there's only going to be about half an hour in. The food's going to be gone. Look at his gut. Look how much, you know, of the food he's going to have to eat, the baked beans that you've got on board. Whereas me, you know how generous I am. I'm always sort of helping you out.
Oh, there we go, Carl. I think he's put the nail in his own coffin there. You know how generous I am, Carl. Let's talk about that, Carl. Come on, think about that one.
Yeah, I mean, have you forgot about that, Steve? What? The time when we went for a coffee and we had to have a bit of a heated debate about the 50p change.
Yeah, you owed me 50p, and you decided you didn't want to give it to me because it was only 50p. And my point was, it's not a question of 50p, it's the fact that it's not your decision to decide not to give it to me. If I want to be generous, that's my decision. But you can't go, oh, it's only 50p, Steve.
It's my decision who I
But
say
you just given him a free keg of beer.
Yeah.
No, but that did not come to you, and you didn't pay for the free keg of beer. It was a promotional thing that was sent to you.
It's the same thing as the way I gave Suzanne my leaving present from my last job.
A lot of people may not be aware of this if they haven't heard us talking about it before. Yes, but you had a gift from your work as you were leaving after however many years of service, which you then gave straight to your girlfriend without telling her that it had been received from people at work.
Doesn't matter. She wanted a camera. It's the same thing as you. You wanted that lager that I got for free. It hasn't cost you anything. It doesn't matter where I got it from.
So you now decide, because you've given me a free lager, that you can now say, oh, actually, I'm not, you know, in the future, I'll just take your money, Steve, on a whim.
Well, listen, stop arguing like this. You're rocking the dinghy. Carl, have some of my cheese.
Imagine if he would. Do you imagine he would ever say that? Do you imagine him ever offering you any of his cheese?
Are you going to save Carl, mate?
I don't want to say.
Well, think about it, and
I might do a sort of a for and against or something, and then sort of so the conclusion is
okay. All right.
So in the final chapter on death, you go to Accra, is that right? And you kind of
Accra in Ghana.
Accra,
yeah.
And this woman's died. This kind of local figure.
Over there, death is like the biggest bit of your life. It's almost like you spend more money on your funeral than anything else in your life, more than your wedding, more than you sending your kids to school and everything. That's what life's about, having a brilliant send-off. And it's healthier to have that attitude, I think, and I don't know. I mean, I think I am pretty good knowing that, you know, I know that I'm going to die, and I'm pretty good at accepting it. And for me, that's what makes life good, really, knowing that it's going to end. When I was a kid, Pac-Man was a massive game. Kids watching this, they'll go, what's Pac-Man? But it's a game, in it, where there's a man eating like that, and it makes its way around a maze eating... In fact, here's a little... This is interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Can you remember the noise of Pac-Man as it's going round?
I don't think I can. No, go on.
Put your finger in your ear and push it in and out.
Oh, yeah.
That's the noise.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That's what it's based on, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
But anyway, so Pac-Man is just being chased about by ghosts, and you've got to run away from the ghost, haven't you? And, you know, that's kind of his life. And you get 3 lives. But when I was a kid, I typed in a code.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That meant I'd have everlasting lives. Yeah. And even then, I remember I played it for, I don't know, 45 minutes before I got bored of endless amount of lives. But that was a point, I think, when it made me realise that living forever isn't all that. Because for Pac-Man, I think his most happiest time was when the game was over. It wasn't being chased anymore. His whole life was spent being chased, a bit like lives are for us in a way, and it's always someone mithering you for something, you know, and he got in the corner and he had that tablet and that made him happy for, you know, a few seconds, and again, that's like human life, innit? You might sort of have a holiday or something and that lasts a week and then it runs out and then you're back to being chased about. And it was that fact that, you know, it was lasting forever. I worked it out then.
So if you could have a cheat code...
For life, don't do
it.
So there you go, that's
death.
You know, I'm really house proud. Yeah. If you come round, if I ever said come round, I say, oh, can you take your shoes off?
Yeah, are you one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight away.
Shoes off.
No matter who it is.
Really?
Yeah, the gas man, he hates it.
I bet.
It's more attitude, it's more
Keep it
mood.
real.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't hang up on the script.
Hi, Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, and Warwick Davis on the set of our... That's fine. But I'm just doing something. That's fine.
Oh, sorry.
On the set of our sitcom Life's Too Short.
Just a little bit.
It's fine, it's just for a press launch.
It's really important, okay?
Coming soon to BBC Two. It's sort of like a cross between The Office and Extras, really. It's a fake documentary and a backdrop to sort of media and... Anyway, I don't want to spoil it, but yeah, coming soon.
2 skim milk lattes.
Thank you.
Stephen.
Cheers, man. Yeah.